Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6. Dogs and poodles, you're in the dog. Ah!
Ain't this
Not a word. Not a word.
Ain't this Juneteenth a son of a bitch, this whole Juneteenth thing? If you didn't know, all right, and now what is known as Juneteenth, I'm reading this from the history page. On June 19th, 1865, Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas with the news that the Civil War is over and slavery in the United States has been abolished. Long story short, they had the Emancipation Proclamation 2 years earlier, and the brothers down there in Texas didn't know, and they weren't told.
It really hurts my heart every time somebody tells a story, man.
They went 2 years still working for free. So
because they didn't have cell phones, and they didn't have text messaging, and they didn't have pages or anything.
That's not why they didn't know. The Union soldiers got there. It was like, man, why y'all busting y'all ass? Why all I see is asses and elbows? And they were like, you know, they said what I guess slaves would say. I mean, we working, man. We trying to avoid that whip. And the Union soldiers like, hey, man,
y'all been free for
years. How dirty is that? Seriously.
They do us any kind of way. Still to this day. 2024, do us any kind of way.
Our great grandmother, them people that do us any old kind of way.
Happy Juneteenth, and we got to thank God every minute of every day. Good morning, world. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews.
Oh boy!
And this is your Two Live Stews experience, the Juneteenth edition. Good morning, Griff. Good morning, Mocabella. Good morning, Rel. Peace and blessings to you, St. Louis. Ron is the honorable mention. We're praying for your player. Good morning, Dougie Stew. How you feeling today, sir?
I got to call St. Louis. I'm great, man. Way better than them brothers down in Galveston, Texas. 2 years after the damn Emancipation Proclamation. And I butchered that. Emancipation Proclamation.
Not emancipation.
No, I said emancipation.
Okay.
Emancipation Proclamation. That's a tongue twister.
You said it right the last 2 times. That's correct.
I'm doing nice, what's that?
It's called a dashiki, sir.
Dashiki.
Celebrating Juneteenth. It is a throwback Thursday in the doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews, but it's the Juneteenth edition, so we put on some dashikis today.
This is the closest thing I had to dashiki, man.
Doug,
this is that kente cloth pattern, kind of.
Doug made his own dashiki. I would tell you about the time, man, every year for Christmas, and good morning, y'all. Thank y'all for being here.
Good morning.
Had a wonderful morning with Joe Ham yesterday in the huddle with Joe Ham. We did it about 10 o'clock. I really enjoyed doing that with Ham. But for years, we took the kids to Greenbrier Mall because we wanted a black Santa. And one year, we didn't go to Greenbrier Mall because we couldn't get an appointment. So we took them to...
What do you mean an appointment?
You had to have an appointment to sit on Santa's lap at Greenbrier Mall.
Yeah, because y'all probably were, part of the crowd from all over the state that wanted a black Santa.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah,
no
question.
question.
So it's probably a demand.
So one year we didn't catch that Santa, and we went, I forgot exactly where it was. But the Santa that we went to, it was a black Santa, and he had on kente cloth. He didn't have on a Santa suit.
Wait a minute, what's wrong with that?
Well, the kids was freaked out. The kids was like, I thought y'all said we was going to see Santa. What the F is this?
They didn't say what the F.
They did not say that, but the look on their face was like disappointment, bewilderment, like what is going on? I'm so confused. This guy isn't dressed like Santa. I see he's got a sleigh. I see he's got this hat on, but I said, well.
He probably had a bottle of Ripple in his back pocket too.
So yeah, man, in honor of Juneteenth, we put on our finest dashikis and African garb, and Doug has got on his kente cloth, so it's all good, man.
So listen to this, man. Despite Juneteenth's status as a federal holiday, celebrations across the country are being scaled back or canceled. Organizers say safety issues, along with a mounting resistance to diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, are making it harder to hold events. Juneteenth is the oldest regular U.S. celebration of the end of slavery. It commemorates June 19, 1865, the day that Union Army Major General Gordon Granger rode into Galveston, Texas, and told them, y'all free, man. Why y'all still out there in these goddamn fields?
Y'all can go. Y'all can go, man.
You know what, man? The colonizers are ruthless, cutthroat.
Still to this day.
Still to this day, the colonizers is just evil. Not everybody, not all of the colonizers. A lot of great colonizers out there.
The majority.
There's a lot of them that are just ruthless and evil.
We're raised as a people, the majority of us as a people, to lift as we climb, to take care of community, to assist your brother, to help. If we've got a meal and there's other folks outside of our home that's hungry, okay, here, this is for you, this is for you, this is for you, this is for you. Okay, y'all make that work, because the rest of this I'm taking outside to this house, that house, and that house. Them colonizers ain't raised like that. They're raised to take care of their own. That's it. That's it. And they practice that with everything that they do. They don't care about the next man. They take care of their own. So they'll start within their house. And once their house is good, they may assist the houses of other family members. But for us, we're taught as a community to take care of community.
Right. Everybody.
Everybody.
The family, the community.
Everybody, man.
Yeah.
So that's the major difference. And I think the word of God is along the lines of the way we're taught and raised. However, when you look at them other folks, they believe in God too, but they move differently.
Oh, absolutely, man.
Yeah, it's about them.
We living in a time right now, man.
It's disgusting.
We living in a time. You got Israel and Iran about to go to war.
Yep.
You got Israel and Hamas, who's basically been at war for couple years now, maybe not a couple years. You got Russia and Ukraine at war. You got Puff Daddy on trial. You got it's just crazy. You got Tyler Perry being accused of sexual assault. I didn't even mean to get into that, man, but we in a time right now, Fessa. We are in a time. We got them trying to scale back DEI. They're trying to remove the name of black people from military installations and replace them with Confederate soldiers and generals.
They're not really trying. They're doing it. Sir, Fort Benning, the base that's right down the street from our crib, was renamed Fort Moore because they found out that Benning was some type of racist.
Yeah, I mean, they all were for the most part, yeah.
In the last month, they've removed the name Fort Moore and put it back to Fort Benning, but they're calling it a different Benning. Oh, it's not the Benning that was racist. It's the Benning that's so-and-so.
That's some old childish shit. I read that. So they're kind of camouflaging.
Right.
They're trying to camouflage that they're still paying honor to this Benning racist cat.
Right.
By naming it after his cousin, John Benning.
Yes.
Why are you naming it after John Benning? John Benning isn't a military war hero, a Confederate war hero. Well, we just like John Benning. We want to name the building after him.
Yes. No.
Like we stupid.
Right. And the guys that I golf with here, they kept calling, because we go play golf with this sometime. They kept calling it, even though they changed it to Fort Moore, they kept calling it Fort Benning. And I'm not lying when I say this. I kept telling them, what y'all gonna do when they rename it back to Benning? Because y'all won't even call it Fort Moore. And you know why they changed it from Benning to Moore? Why y'all keep calling it Benning?
Wait, these are white guys or black guys?
Black guys. Yeah, y'all gotta call it Moore.
No, wait. They just by habit, they keep calling it Fort Benning, right?
And I kept saying, you got to dig deeper to remember to say more.
Okay, all right. Well,
you got to dig deeper.
Not as bad.
And now, just that quick, I'm driving down the highway 2 weeks ago, and on the sign, it said Benning again.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Just wake up, y'all. Happy Juneteenth. What you doing for the day, man? We got a lot of stuff to get into. I mean, we got a lot of stuff to get into.
I'm playing X-Clan all day, Public Enemy all day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Hey, listen, welcome to the show, the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart. Do us a favor, hit the share button. We would appreciate it. Today is Thursday, the end of the week, the last show of the week. We're striving to do a show every single day of the week. You know how you can help us to get to our goal?
How can they help, Doug?
They can donate to the show.
Yes,
it's offering time. It's offering time.
Yeah, man, this is
all
awesome.
right? So if you're watching the show live right now, you know you're watching the show live because when the show happens, look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol. Click on that, and you can donate whatever's in your heart. Whatever your heart desires, $1, $5, $50, $5,000.
For the record, we'll talk about super chatters in a little while, but we've already got some super chatters. I mean, every time I log on, Mondays or Thursdays, I'm used to now seeing $9.11 being donated by Why Not 2403. So again this morning, Why Not 2403, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. If you're watching the replay, same thing. Look to the bottom of the chat on the right.
I mean that. Thank you.
And there's a heart symbol. Click on the heart symbol. If you're watching the replay, once again, if you're watching the replay, hit the heart symbol, and you can donate at that time. A lot of stuff to get into today, man. A lot of big news in the world of the NBA. Some NFL talk, some WNBA talk, college football talk. There's a lot to get into. Arlie's got the Arlie report coming up with entertainment news. She's going to give us probably the latest on this Puff Daddy trial. And once again, Tyler Perry. I don't want to step on her, but
you're stepping. You're stepping.
Okay, we're going to talk about Tyler Perry and a trend. It's a trend at this point, man. It's a trend. We'll get into that today as well. We don't have top 5 because somebody ruined that. And then we'll read a bunch of chat messages at the end of the day.
Hey, man,
have a lot of fun.
Don't put Tree on blast like that. Talk about she ruined it. Don't do that. That's not cool.
Everybody knows.
That's not cool.
Everybody knows I'm not talking about Tree. Oh, also we have the last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. I remember, and I think I have told this story before. I probably told it a couple times. We've been doing this show, man.
Tell it again. Tell it again.
We've been doing this show starting in 2001, 24 years, off and on for 24 years, but the majority of that. So in our hometown, there was this huge flower nursery. Okay. So for people that don't know what a flower nursery is basically where they raise plants. They plant, and they nurture, and they raise flowers and plants and bushes and trees and all this stuff. And like this place, it was called Amfac for people from Moco watching right now. They know exactly what I'm talking about. This place was, I don't know, 1,000 acres. Is that accurate? Or more. They built condominiums on it since. But anyway, when we were able to get our first jobs at like 15 or whatever, me and all of my boys and the dudes I grew up with, like, we gonna get a job. We couldn't find a job anywhere else, but we know we could get a job at Amfac.
Right.
And when I tell you it was this close away from slavery,
yeah.
And with all due respect to the people who worked out there, a lot of people, it was a great job for them because they made money and they didn't have any other skills. They could do it. So no disrespect to the people who worked out there.
I hate to cut into your story, man, but tell them how long you was out there, Doug. Tell them.
So we get out there, and everybody's on the back of this little flatbed like trailer, and they take everybody out to their stations that they're going to work at. Every single one of the drivers of these tractors and these flatbeds was a white dude. Every single work out there was black.
Yeah.
So the dude, we got on back, me and all my boys got on back in this damn tractor and this flatbed bed, and we rode for about 20 minutes, and we got to our location. The guy, we got out, all us got out, and we got out lunch with us and everything because supposedly we weren't supposed to leave all day. The guy looks at us, he gives us a couple of instructions, and the last thing he said is, if I come back around here, and when I come back around here, all I want to see is asses and elbows. Me and Keith Wilson looked at each other. What have we got ourselves into?
How long was you there, Doug? Tell them how long you was there.
3 days. And I toughed it out 3 days.
I know people that didn't stay one entire shift.
Man, let me tell you something. And not only did I only stay 3 days, but it was like a runaway scene in one of them slave movies. I left during lunch. I said, fuck this. I looked up and I saw goddamn the heat waves, and it was lunchtime. I still had my lunch. And it was so far to get back to my car that I felt like Kunta, like I felt like a runaway slave.
Well, cement and rocks in immense heat gets hot, so it puts off heat.
Hey, man.
So you're at a flowers garden where it's nothing but white rock and brick and cement and stuff. So you're in 100-degree temperatures, literally cooking yourself in an oven on a fryer.
I told Keith Wilson, hey, man, I can't do this shit no more, man. I said, I'm out. He looked at me, and it was kind of like one of them slave movies. He's like, man, you sure you're going to do this? Like me leaving was a problem. Like, we would get in trouble. We were about to get whooped or something. I said, man, I'm out of this bitch. I turned around. I started running to the front, hoping that dude, our manager, never saw me. Because I just felt like if he came by and saw me trying to make a run for it, he was going to throw a net on me or something.
Right. Yeah, you got to stop him. Get that one. We got one trying to get out. Hey, finish your shift, Ninja. Finish your shift.
Hey,
Up next in the dog, that's what your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews.
Happy Juneteenth, man.
A lot of sports to talk about, man. Lakers are in the news. Caitlin Clark is in the news. Shedeur Sanders is in the news for several different things. And I'm not going to judge Shedeur, and I'm going to tell y'all a few stories. I mean, I am still sitting before y'all thanks to the grace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I used to have a heavy foot. So, yeah, we'll talk about all that.
One side note, man, maybe I'll get into it when we come back. Tree has no idea how close she went to going to jail yesterday. I'll tell you about it when we get back.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Y'all keep it locked, man, to your boys, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, your Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Yeah! I wish they would have got her.
Say what?
Nothing.
Going to jail.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
Clark muscling away.
I mean, is that displacement? I think it is.
Oh, and Marina Mabry's going to get ejected. If the officials saw that, Marina Mabry is going to get ejected.
So they're going to go and look at it.
Good hands by Allen. But Sheldon comes up with the steal. Sheldon going coast to coast. And here we got another break is here as J.C. Sheldon goes right after Sophie Cunningham.
Stews. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Before we get into what we just saw, the videos
And
we
listen,
just saw,
listen, I promise, man, I don't want to stay on this long.
before
Seriously.
we get into what we just saw, I want to bring something to everyone's attention. Caitlin Clark
Oh my shit.
just missed 3 weeks worth of games because of an injury where she didn't play.
Yeah. Here it
Not
comes.
just the Indiana Fever and their ratings while she was out when they were on TV, but the entire WNBA while she was out injured, the viewership went down 50 to 55%.
Where are you getting them numbers from?
Sir, you can do your research too, and you'll find the same damn numbers.
I don't believe that.
You don't have to, but if you do your research, you will understand. 50 to 55%. Not just the Fever's games, but the viewership of the league went down 50 to 55% while she was out.
Yeah.
Rebecca Lobo, who is one of the biggest names in the WNBA.
Can't believe you're doing this on Juneteenth.
Rebecca Lobo said she's never seen anything like the Caitlin Clark love, not just in her game, that being the WNBA, but in sports. Not my words, hers, not my stats, but factual. 50 to 55%. Oh, I'm ready, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you for indulging me.
Yeah, I just can't believe you wasted that
No,
much time.
I didn't waste anything.
On Caitlin Clark on Juneteenth.
I didn't waste anything.
So from what you're talking about, or you didn't even get into the whole skirmish part. There was a skirmish between the Sun and the Fever.
That's next.
And the league, everybody saw it. Everybody saw the video. Matter of fact, I think we have a video. Tree stepped away for a second. We got the video. Long story short about that, man, is what Caitlin Clark does. And Tree, I think she does have the video. I think Tree has the video of Caitlin Clark. She does what she does, man, and just acts like the victim and falls out and, just... I don't know what happened to the sound.
So where's the victim in getting a finger put in your eyeball? Where's she being a victim at there?
Yeah, but she was acting like she was dying.
Somebody put a finger in her eyeball.
Tree, can you unmute it?
I mean, is that displacement? I think it
That
is.
That was an accident.
Oh, and Marina Mabry's going to get ejected. If the officials
really-
saw that,
and-
Marina
and-
Mabry is going to get ejected.
Well, they're going to go
Now,
look at it.
I
really
do
the
want to say
last
this.
part.
By Allen.
I do want to say this. I agree with you. The finger in the eyeball was an accident.
Right. And Mayberry basically she touched her. She barely touched her and she
No.
fell out like she was dying.
No, she got poked in the eye.
No, I'm talking about Mayberry at the very end when she pushed her down by mistake. Caitlin act like she was shot out of hell. I don't want to stay on this a long time, man. I just don't want to I don't want to give this much attention to Caitlin Clark on Juneteenth.
Shouts out to the Indiana Fever for signing Sophie Cunningham. You know who Sophie Cunningham is? She's like the Charles Oakley, Mason, Lambier of the WNBA. She's an enforcer.
Mm-hmm.
So the Indiana Fever signed Sophie Cunningham
To come in there and fight for Caitlin Clark if she
Yes.
have to.
Yes. For the record, Sophie Cunningham is the youngest black belt in the United States. She was 6 years old when she got her black belt. She's an enforcer.
So she gonna come in there and karate somebody that
That's
messes
right.
with Caitlin Clark.
That's right. That's exactly right. When things that take place, like they took place the other day, Caitlin getting poked in the eye and getting bumped and pushed. No, the FIBA's like, we need somebody to protect her to make sure that our investment is safe. Let's sign the baddest bitch we can find. I hear this is a 6-year-old black belt that's now an adult. Let's get her. Oh, it's awesome, man. The WNBA has become much watched. I got one more thing I want to say.
Please don't have it. Don't let it be about Caitlin Clark, man. Seriously.
Tonight's game for the Indiana Fever will be broadcasted. Do you know where it will be broadcasted?
No, I don't care. I'm not watching it as a protest to this being Juneteenth. I'm not watching it. You watch it. You watch that bullshit.
I'll let you know. But tonight's game, the Fever game, will be broadcasted on Amazon Prime, where they show Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, LeBron James. There's going to be a WNBA game on Amazon Prime. You know why? The Caitlin effect.
According to a report, police stopped Shedeur Sanders in a black Dodge truck on I-71 in Strongsville at around 12:24 a.m. for speeding. And Strongsville obviously is in Ohio. Is this a big deal? Now, I'm reading a bunch of comments from people that are from Ohio. This was like a known speed trap. And evidently, Myles Garrett got caught up in the same thing when he was a rookie, and several other players. Like, this is almost like a rite of passage in Ohio. Nobody told Shedeur, hey, bro, you can't drive fast during this area. But it was 100 miles per hour, very dangerous. We've seen over the last couple of years athletes die because of speeding, because these kids today, and going back to the whole thing with Tree, I'll go back to that in a second, how she almost went to jail yesterday. But this thing is a problem with these kids thinking that the highways are racetracks, man. They don't understand the concept of dying. They just don't. And why is Shedeur driving over 100 miles per hour in a goddamn truck in Ohio?
Our vehicles, when we grew up and were driving as young drivers, the vehicles we had in our yard, they weren't able to get to speeds that high. They didn't have Scat Packs or Hemis or 700 miles horsepower in our cars. But we drove them as fast as we could. Do you agree?
No. We had this conversation before. I never bought into the whole speeding thing. Like, every once in a while, somebody would pull up beside me and they'll punch it, and I'll punch it for 100 yards maybe.
Okay, you punched it. That's the point. You punched it.
No, man, it's different today. It's much different today, man.
But Doug, I was in the car with you several times where we were driving fast because there was several vehicles that we were riding with together that were driving fast.
No, not over 100 miles per hour.
Well, because our cars didn't do that.
Right.
Our cars didn't do that.
Right. So who's to say that if they did do that, that I would drive over 100 miles per hour? I'm telling you, no.
Well, but Doug, I was in the car when you and John Rivers was racing. You was in the Riviera. John was in that Grand Prix.
That's not true.
On Oakley Road. It is true.
That's not true.
On Oakley Road.
That's not true.
Yeah, and the whole time I'm in the passenger seat, as we get ready to approach the church, which is at a stop sign, I'm saying to myself, when is he going to stop? When's he going to stop? When's he going to stop?
That's not true,
on New 52 in the Ranger, several times. So what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to act as if when I was young and dumb like Shedeur, I wasn't driving fast and I had highline vehicles to drive fast in.
How much of a problem is this in the locker room with him, with the organization, with the Browns, with the league? To me, it feels like they're looking for any reason to say why they cut him, or why he's not going to be on the team, or why they drafted him in the 5th round. Like this is not good. Like he really should have been walking on pins and needles and paying attention and being the best citizen that he could. It's not a good look, man.
The 2 tickets I received in Detroit for excessive driving, I gave the ticket to so-and-so, and so-and-so took care of it.
Yeah, but you weren't Shedeur. No offense to you. You weren't Shedeur. No. You weren't on the front page of the newspaper.
But that's my point.
Okay.
These young athletes driving these cars with 800 horsepower are driving fast.
Okay.
And Henry Ruggs just get out of jail.
Right.
Just got out of jail. Did 4 years. Just got out of jail.
It's been 4 years?
It's been 4 years.
Damn. That 4 years flew by.
My point is, this isn't new. It's been happening since the beginning of time. And it happens every year. We read about someone getting stopped for driving over 100 miles per hour every year. And we drove as fast as the cars we could drive would drive too. We did the same thing.
But back to my original point, the politics of the situation and everything surrounding Shedeur and where he got drafted, where he didn't get drafted, et cetera, his hate on his dad, hate on him and his brother are real flashy, this, that, and the other. Is this going to affect him in the organization, in your opinion? No.
Someone in the organization may say, man, be careful, Shedeur. But them coaches are at the facility all day, every day because they care about football, and that's it. They care about what happens in that building, on that field, in those film rooms. They can't absorb themselves with every player's life in that locker room. Mm-hmm. They wouldn't have time to do their work if they did that.
Mm-hmm.
There's drinkers, there's druggers, there's women, there's music, there's spending money, there's so-and-so is getting to work late, so-and-so wants to leave early. They've got too many things to consume their time with than to be worried about how fast Shedeur Sanders is driving.
Hey, Tree,
they don't care.
Tree, pop in for a second. You're watching the 2 Live Shoes Experience. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart. Thank you for joining your boys. Hey, hit the share button for us. Do us a favor, hit the share button. That's almost as important as the donations. Not quite as important, but almost as important.
And right before you bring up Tree's situation and how the man almost got her.
What man? What?
Shedeur is not getting cut because he's speeding around Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Shedeur is going to be the starter for this team eventually. He's going to be the starter.
I hope so. We talked about this the other day. I hope so. And you hear one report, it sounds like he's the next coming to Joe Montana. Right. You hear another one saying he's not even getting any reps in practice.
What did they catch Tree trying to steal stuff out of the CVS?
No, so Tree came over yesterday. We were working on some stuff in the studio.
Okay.
No, seriously. She came over yesterday.
I'll listen. Y'all go ahead.
She came over yesterday, and we were working on some stuff in the studio. And when she left, I always walk her downstairs to her car. That's the type of thing that we do.
Walk of shame. I get it. I understand.
And so whenever she gets in the car to leave, I always stand there and in front of the building, and I watch her leave. Right. Yesterday, she punched it. She rolled right by me. She didn't even see me waving. I started waving like, slow down. And instinctually, I grabbed my phone and started to dial 911 because that's what I've been doing lately. And then I came to my senses. I was like, wait a minute, I can't put Tree in jail.
You can't call the man on Tree.
Why did you punch it like that? Do you know I was standing there watching you?
No. Listen, this man. So first of all, I thought that you saw the story that I made about you after I left. So I thought that's what you meant, why you were going to call the police. Because I actually made a video because I rolled up on some of your friends. Ladies and gentlemen, this man was sitting on his couch. We were doing what we do. And all of a sudden, it's work. All of a sudden, he jumps up. Now we're on the 30th floor. He jumps up and runs to the window and starts looking out through the blinds because he heard a sound. And I'm like,
it wasn't a sound, Tree. It was a Hellcat. It was those Hellcats.
One of those cat packs.
Yes.
What are you doing?
So I immediately try to identify cars. I make notes, copious notes for the next time that I see them trying to do that. And I'm trying to save their lives.
From the 30th floor, Douglas?
Yes, I can make a call. 911.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And he runs outside when the fire alarm goes off. Do y'all go outside when I don't. Well, you are old. You were born an old person. There is a picture of you and Ryan and some other men with your dad, and you look like a 40-year-old pastor. I'm sorry.
It's Throwback Thursday. Tree, maybe you can pull that picture up off my Facebook account. That was me, you, and our uncles and our father. Yeah, man. So people that don't know, I live in a high-rise downtown Atlanta. And once a month, probably the reason why I'm leaving too, once a month at least, some asshole pulls down the fire alarm, and at 3:30 in the morning on a work day, right, I got to get up and go outside 19 floors. And at that point, you can't get on the elevator. You have to walk down the stairs. I have to go down the stairs 19 flights, stand outside for 20 seconds, in which I know that it's a false alarm. But me, I will not be the person that ignores the fire alarm and get my ass burnt to hell. I'm going outside every time.
This is wrong. But like Tree, when I hear that fire alarm and I don't smell or see no fire, I don't go nowhere. I just stay in my bed. If I'm sleeping, I stay in my bed.
You're talking about if you're in a hotel or something. You're not talking about your house.
When I'm in the building, yes. Yeah, I know it's an alarm.
It'd be just my luck. And
whole building to drop.
95% of the people that live in the damn building don't go outside. A lot of them have been there a lot longer than me, and they ignore it too. But no siree, no siree, not me,
not Dougie,
not me. I'm calling police on your ass if you go anywhere past 70, and I'm going outside when the fire alarm go off. You best believe, Jack.
Good, man. That's good, man.
You best believe.
That's good, man.
Last thing, man. The Butts family is going to sell the Lakers.
Right before you do that, man.
Go ahead. All right, we got to get to this.
Young people drive fast, sir.
Yeah.
In whatever they have the ability to drive fast in. All the kids in Georgia, every year we hear about them. They got Dodge Challengers, they got these Hemis. Mm-hmm. And kids drive fast. So did we.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When we were young, we drove fast.
The Bus family, there it goes. Why you circle me? Why you circle me? So that's our old man.
Because you look like a pastor, a deacon.
You see them big lapels on that coat, on that jacket? That was the style back then, though.
The lapels and the collars will fly, sir.
Right. I don't know what you're talking about. So that's our father, the great Ralph Stewart. To if you're facing the picture to the left is our Uncle Lenny. Yes, our father was 30 years older than his younger brother. It's a long story. The middle guy is our cousin Troy, first cousin Troy. And to the right, rest in peace, is our cousin Don, first cousin Don. And right in the middle, at the bottom, is Ryan, a.k.a. Head.
I'm the one that asked all y'all to come outside and take the picture because we were dressed up.
And that's me.
I remember
this was probably after Easter service or something like that, man.
Well, but we were dressed like that every Sunday. So
No, you know what? This probably isn't Easter because the colors aren't bright enough.
Right. In Easter, we wore colors and or white.
Yeah. And that's
So
your
yeah,
boy to the right.
this is just a regular old Sunday right here.
This is a regular old Sunday right here.
Everybody G'd up.
And let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something, man. These three young guys, our Uncle Lenny and our two cousins, they literally raised us.
No question.
Uncle Lenny's an attorney in New York City.
Yep.
Cousin Troy in the middle is a doctor.
And he's international.
And he's international.
Yeah. He's Atlanta 1 week, New York the next month, California the next month, Puerto Rico for the next month, DR for the next month, Spain for the next month, back to Atlanta.
And our cousin
he bounces around.
And our cousin to the right, Don, retired military.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Don.
Yeah.
Love you, cuz.
Absolutely. All right, man. Arlie report coming up next. I didn't even get to talk about. We'll hit it later, man. About this Laker thing.
We got time.
We got two spaces. We're going to talk about the Lakers.
Do you know how much?
We're going to talk about them selling the team, and we're going to talk about the greatness of Kobe Bryant in a kind of way. You'll understand later.
Do you know how much the Lakers were bought for back in the day when Bus bought it?
No. How much?
$67.5 million.
And I'm sure everybody's heard about how much the team has been sold for.
67, 46 years ago, $67.5 million.
Lord have mercy.
Talk about an investment. Hey, y'all keep it locked to you boys, man. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews. Happy Juneteenth, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Power to the people. It's the Two Live Stews experience. You're in the dark. Pow! Dogs and poodles. It's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an idiot.
Dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews, youtube.com. 2 live stews, youtube.com.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within, and I cannot to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go.
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, joined by the lovely Arlie Michelle. Good morning, Arlewood.
Can't hear you.
Got you muted, Arlie. Got you muted.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning, Arlie. Good morning.
Where you at? Where you at? You on the road somewhere?
Yes, I'm on the road somewhere, just out there. And where in the world is Arlie Michelle? No, I'm actually just at the lake chilling. Up too early. I just went to bed, and I'm like, oh God, I got to get up. That's why, I'm up. That's all that matters. That's why I don't have my Juneteenth shirt. God dog it, I forgot to bring my Juneteenth shirt.
You got a performance this weekend? Y'all performing this weekend?
No, this is personal.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. A little getaway.
A little getaway.
And Arlie, for the most part, don't you tend to have some time off in the summer from your weekend performances?
Typically, no. Typically, we have lots of performances in June and July, but for some reason, stuff is slowing up. I guess they don't want the color folks to come shuck and jive for them these couple of weekends.
Okay.
So Arlie is a singer, performer, travels with a band, and usually out of town on weekends performing.
Okay. Yep. I will be at home on a Thursday anyway, but I usually leave out on Friday or Saturday, come back on Sunday, sing for Jesus on Sunday. I'd be woe out, and then I take a nap, and then I hang with my family. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just hanging with family. I got some cousins in town. Shout out to all the people in the big city of Bay Springs, Mississippi. I love my little home. That's my hometown. Y'all from a place called Monk's Corner, which is far larger than Bay Springs. Oh my God.
Moco. How many red lights y'all got down there in Bayside?
Yep, 2. Bay Springs.
Bay Springs.
We have
Bay
2.
Springs.
I'm sorry. Y'all have 2 total. We got more than 2.
Yeah.
We got more than 2 now.
Yeah, we got probably 10 stoplights in our hometown.
She got a lot of stuff to get to, man. Let's get to that report, Ollie. What you got?
Sorry. Hey, first of all, shout out to all the dogs and poodles out there. I want to talk about the for those of you who are still interested in going on the trip, we have more rooms.
Yes!
I want to tell you that don't look at Doug's or Tree. They're giving the wrong. I need to check with Ryan because he might be up next. But there's a flyer that is the correct flyer. And I want to make sure that everybody knows room starting at $770. It's really $768.84. Not a flyer that somehow got mistakenly distributed for $715, $768. That's it. That's the right one, baby. So for all of you all who are interested, come on down and get on this big, as Doug said last week, get on the big ocean with us. We're gonna be on the big water.
The big water. That's right.
We're going on the big water.
Cruise with the Stews. If this is the first time you're watching us and seeing the show, we are doing a Super Bowl cruise. All right. We have to say the big game technically, but we're doing a Super Bowl cruise. And email Arlie, sme.arlewood@gmail.com. Go on their websites, on our pages, and see the flyer, get some of the details, and come join us, man. It's gonna be an incredible time.
It's gonna be a ball. So come on. That's why my email address is up there for those of you who are interested. Give me an email. Okay, y'all. It's birthdays. I feel like we're gonna have, and I want to talk to you all about this offline. But we need our own birthday song because I feel like that's important. So people will want to hear the birthday song. So I'm gonna get with you and Ryan, and we're gonna make a birthday song that y'all get to sing. I'm gonna figure it out. It's gonna have a beat and everything.
Okay.
But for now, we're singing regular happy birthdays. Hit it.
Happy. Go ahead, man.
Birthday to you.
Go ahead, man.
Anyway.
No, I insist, Doug. You do it. You go ahead.
Anyway, today, since they don't want to sing it.
Happy birthday.
Man, you just.
Ooh, y'all have messed up a wet dream. Anyway, Washington Wizards. No, first of all, let me start with the Queen Mother. Oh my God, I love actress Felicia Rashad. Not Felicia. Felicia Rashad is 77 today. We have. I know. Wow. Jesus. Derek T. Jones. Y'all know who that is?
Derek T. Jones. No.
DJ Nice. DJ Nice, who kept us all in club quarantine during the made his all kinds of money and had the whole D Nice.
Oh,
DJ
D Nice.
Oh, yes, but his name is Derek T. Jones. Didn't know that. He is 55 today. Did y'all know? I bet you didn't know this. Ryan and Doug. Did you know who his wife was?
I know. I think I know. His wife is the chick that played in The Best Man. She was a child in The Best Man. Am I right about that?
No, I don't think she was a child in The Best Man.
Girl.
I don't think so. She played on the Soul Food. I think she played the role of Bird.
What's her name? What's her name?
Melinda Williams. Look her up.
Yeah, that's her. That's her.
She was a baby in the movie. Oh
no, she played the main character's girlfriend in The Best Man when he was a kid. You don't remember that? I love her. She's super fun. You remember in The Best Man, the girl when they were at the party and she told him across the room, she did that sign.
I got to go back and watch that because I don't remember that. But she was always, they were married. I had no idea. She was also married to Mekhi Phifer. So I just thought that was a bitch you didn't know that. But Doug knew it. So guess you knew it. Also, actress Zoe Saldana, 47, and Washington Wizards guard Jordan Poole. Yes, 25 years. I keep wanting to call him Jordan Peele, but that's not who that is. It's Jordan Poole. Could you imagine Jordan Peele playing basketball? So happy birthday.
Jordan Poole is how old?
25.
Damn, he's only 25.
He was really young when he got punched in the face by Draymond Green.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And Felicia Rashad is 77, is still drop dead gorgeous.
She and Debbie, the lady that is my hair, the stylist that was assigned to me on Beyond the Gates, looks like Debbie Allen, her sister. I kept saying, "You look like." Do people tell you? She's like, "I know," and I said, "Oh my gosh, you like Debbie Allen?"
I've
So
always
beautiful.
thought that our mother resembles her, and
Agreed.
that our father resembles Lamont Sanford.
I can see that a little bit.
Huh?
I can see that a little
There's
bit.
some pictures, or not. What's Lamont Sanford's real name? Yeah, there
Oh,
go our old man right there. So our old man
okay.
reminded me so much of Lamont Sanford, that it's crazy. Yeah,
Your mother
there
is
we go.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan
Thank
did
you.
all the pictures. Ryan looked like hell is just in him, and it didn't come out that day. That picture of y'all as little kids. Ryan went to church, but hell just jumped on him. That's what it looked like. It was about to happen in that picture. Hell had already jumped on him.
Lamont Sanford's real name is Demond Wilson, sir.
Demond
Yes,
Wilson.
that's my
Right.
cousin.
Demond Wilson. Right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday coming up tomorrow to Lionel Richie and Tika Sumter. So, well, y'all know we're gonna give a quick Diddy update. Bless our heart. We fighting over here with the black men. I don't know what else to do for our black men. As you can see, we have pictures of all of our jurors who have no faces because we can't tell you who they are. They're not supposed to know. But all of our jurors have on earphones. Guess what they're watching on those
A freak
screens?
off.
Freak off.
We're watching freak offs, y'all. Lord, can you imagine? I got to hear about it. I've heard about it for 25 days. Now you want me to watch it. Oh, and they said most of the people didn't make any faces, but one juror kind of put her head down, and another juror was just like, you can hear him sigh. I just wonder, it's like, you just made me watch porn. Is that even legal? I guess it
Wow.
is. Do what they want.
So, Arlie, before you move on, not that you were going to move on, what does a freak off at Puffy's private home have anything to do with RICO charges?
They're still trying to say that he flew these people in and that is going across state lines for sex. I don't know where the money part, like he didn't make money off of it. So I'm just still trying to figure out how they're tying that part because I should be able to go. That's like somebody flew me out. Am I going to get RICO charges? Because I mean,
Wait.
maybe
Stop what you just stop what you just said. Like, so far to me, like the defense and Puffy is way ahead just because of what you just said. If he was flying these people in for these freak offs, for these sex parties, and getting paid for it, that's one thing, but he wasn't getting paid for anything. He was paying for everything. He was setting it out.
I
And
have
the
tried
defense,
legally.
go ahead.
You know, I've tried legally to figure that out. I've talked to some other legal folks, and some people
They're
I think, are feeling the emotion, but I think they're trying to distract everybody and just, if I
they're
can,
trying,
the job is to muck it up.
they're trying to destroy his character before getting into to why they're trying to prosecute him.
It's
want
over.
people-
They've what's it called when you stop, huh?
The defense has stopped, so they've rested.
Rested. I'm sorry, that's the word I was looking for. The defense is rested, or they're about to rest.
The
maybe
prosecution
today.
has rested, and the defense is now coming up. Mm-hmm.
So the defense is about to bring up witnesses and start making their argument. So they're pretty much done.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's about time for them to start. And also, we did not have court yesterday because one of the jurors has vertigo, probably from watching all that spinning and rubbing and jumping and bucking on the doggone videos they had to watch. Their body is off equilibrium. So we'll see if they're back today. I'm not sure if they'll suspend court today again for the sick juror. Number 6 is gone, so they brought in the other person. And we're gonna see what happens when the defense, begins their
You know what? I'm sorry, and I'm sorry to cut you off. From Tim Brayboy, Doug, the movie you're talking about is The Wood, not The Best Man. You remember
I was about to say, I watched The Best Man. I don't remember that.
Right. You remember in The Wood when they were kids and he went to the party with the girl?
Yes.
You still remember, Arlie?
I didn't watch The Wood for detail like that. I got to go back and watch The Wood for detail.
That's one of my.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic. That's one of my favorite movies.
It
reminds me of the little middle school dances and whatnot.
Yep, it was a great movie. I just didn't watch it for detail because when it's out, I guess I don't know. I don't have that ability that some people have that you can remember lines just like that from a movie that they watch. I remember the scene and the people. I don't remember but yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna continue to hear from them. We'll see what happens today. Okay, Doug, you teased it earlier, and yes, Tyler Perry is now being sued for guess what? Jesus. First, the 50 million was the number. 50 million. Everybody was doing 50 million. It was Smoking with 50. Then it was, and so we still are hearing about this. I got to do an update on the Smoking case maybe Monday. Then we had Shannon Sharp for 50. Well, this man, Derek, said, screw that 50. I'm going for $260 million.
Right. Sue for 260, get 50. You see what I'm saying?
Hope he
Or more. Or more.
Let me just say this. If people in the and this is not legal, but the people of the world, of course, people always felt like Tyler just needs to come out. Just come out, Tyler. I don't have no recollection. I ain't never seen, if I ain't see you in the bed with whoever it is they saying you slept with, I have no comment on it. However, comments are, Tyler, just come out already. Just say what it is. It's rumored in the world that he bought that private island so he could do what he wants. And it made me think, who rules your private island? Is that your private island so you do what you want? I flew out whoever.
Yeah.
Right. So I got a private island so I can what? Do what I want to do. Do what you wanna. But this gentleman says Tyler found him out of a crowd. He ain't even a real fine dude. Them other fine dudes from them shows he got. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The man says he saw him in the crowd. He was like, hey, do you want to act? He was like, of course. Now that don't seem right because I don't know. But anyway, he sees him and then they have these weird exchanges via text. I just can't imagine Tyler Perry being that careless. But the man has a picture of him in there. Some of the text messages, it sounds like Tyler is trying to tell the dude to just come out and share your truth. Some of it feels like, oh, you're not. He sent him a picture of him by his jet ski, and he's just like, the man responds, oh, that's a really nice picture. Really nice. You don't see this stud in this picture. Now, what man talks like that? But anyway, I don't know. He says, oh, my bad. Yeah, I see it. The guy said for all these years since 2021, he has felt like he was going to be retaliated against. But let me tell y'all what he's suing for. 8 different counts: quid pro quo sexual harassment, work environment harassment, sexual harassment, workplace gender violence, violence of the Bain Act. And the Bain Act is a specific act that is really supposed to be for when you harm somebody of another color. I don't know how this man is using that, so I really have to do some research on why the Bain Act. It's supposed to be for like when you've done something against almost like a hate crime. So I'm trying to figure out where that would fall into this. But you throw everything at the wall. He's also suing Tyler Perry Studios, by the way. So you throw everything, and then the other people have to get themselves out of the lawsuit by saying they don't belong there, and they have to prove why they don't and all that stuff. Negligent retention, intentional infliction of emotional distress, which is very hard to prove. But if you go to a therapist, you do have a better chance, which he said he had to go to therapy and deal with it. Retaliation. So he felt, and he says in his 46-page complaint that he just submitted on Friday, that he felt like he would be retaliated against and would lose his job. Now, let me say this. Tyler Perry is not the hottest man in town. There are other. So why you feel like you would lose your job at Tyler Perry, which you were playing? He said he was making me play a role of a downtrodden man who had to sleep his way to get what he wanted. And he said that Tyler said to him, I want a partner. I guess he used partner that has to totally depend on me. So he said he felt like he was writing a character to make him.
So Ollie, does this thing have any legs in your humble opinion?
I think anything, if you got to fight it, has a little legs. I just don't know what he's going to do. I don't know if he went to the guy first and went to Tyler Perry first and said, hey, I want to sue you. And then Tyler was like, hell no. And that's why he came with the suit. Why didn't he try to negotiate? I hope it doesn't have any legs. We just don't need another one. You can't take it. Because I was going to report today that R. Kelly, he says that the prison system is trying to kill him. They overdosed him in meds, took him. He needed surgery. And he was supposed to be at the hospital for 2 weeks. Next day, they're like, nope, coming back to the prison. So he said they're trying to kill him. His legal defense team is trying to, get him sent to house arrest because he does have some very serious health issues that they're not disclosing what it is just yet. But the system gave him too many drugs. So it's just one after the other. They hidden us. They're like, we're going to tell y'all was rearing up about all the injustices we pose against you. We'll show you what's really happening.
Outstanding job, Ollie. We appreciate it.
It's just so much to get into, man. But there's clearly it's clearly a game plan. It's clearly a game plan on how you get millions and millions of dollars from a celebrity.
And I keep telling people, everybody needs to have the Obama effect. They kept coming for him for 8 years. Well, really 10 years, because 2 years that he ran for office, 8. And you can't give him an inch. You can't give him a millimeter. You can't give him a cent, because they will take it all.
Thank you, Nurse Viv.
Hey, Nurse Viv.
We appreciate
What's
you being
up?
here, Nurse Viv.
Thank you,
Bless you, lady. All the outstanding job. We appreciate you. Enjoy your time at the lake.
Y'all need to stay clear of mess. I'm just saying.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Which is what I was going to say. I know y'all don't want to hear it, but if you ain't putting your foot on on females' faces, or if you ain't, got people handcuffed in your house and not letting them leave, you won't have to deal with these things. Is there a witch hunt? Are they trying to bring us down? They trying to demasculate us? Yeah. But you can't make it easy for them. You got to make them come and take it. Don't give it to them. Last 48 up next, man. Got a lot to talk about with the last 48. We would be doing the top 5, but because they got shady and got caught, they don't want to do it.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance.
Wow.
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. Doug's Ryan supposed to make up those Two Live Stews, and unfortunately, we won't be able to have a top 5 today because, last week they tried to pull this over on us right in real time. So we're not doing a top 5 today, but we appreciate y'all.
Hey, shouts out to the Double Dutchers, man. You saw the big girls jump in there?
She had one of the best routines going.
I don't know if you remember this.
She switched her footwork up several times. She turned that thing around. Let you see the front and the back. Oh yeah, she was killing it.
By the way, today is a Throwback Thursday in real time. If you're watching the show, do kids still double dutch?
Can't just throw my thunder.
Tree, Arlie, jump in.
Can't just throw my thunder again.
To y'all.
These people don't even go outside.
No,
these kids.
Not even a double dutch. When do you see a kid outside to do anything, much less double dutch?
Ollie, do kids still double dutch? Do these young ladies still double dutch?
I was talking about that to my niece the other day, and we were hula hooping. So that was fun. I said, oh my God, I got to buy 2 ropes, because I asked her, she's turning 8 today. Happy birthday to my niece, Lilac. Shout out to Lilac. I forgot to add her to Lilac. And I asked her, I said, Lilac, I'm buying 2 ropes. We're going to learn how to double dutch. So we're going to learn whether she does it or not. We're going to learn. They're doing the slide games, so she was showing me those. So at least that's still present, but they do that inside.
Does she play out? Oh, that's what I was about to say. Does she play
outside? We go outside. We ride bikes. She wants to go
made our kids.
Yep.
So listen, man, and I know I'm not 100% accurate on this story. The girls from Moco, in particular, I'm gonna throw out names. Lynette Williams, Donna Finnick, and Yvette President. They won some. They won some, like, maybe statewide or countywide or maybe national-wide double dutch contests, and like went and competed against the greatest double dutchers in the world from our little old town back in the late 70s.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to play outside I lived for outside.
Every day.
Had to smell like fresh child. That's what my friends
knees. My knees still look. I still have stuff on my knees from falling and being on my Schwinn and like riding down in Detroit with my bottles to get my 10 cent. Summer was
summer.
Summer
Do
was
kids
lit.
even play jacks and stuff like that anymore? Like that was
Well,
so fun. You know, having
you
like
know what?
hand-eye coordination.
I'm sure they don't play jacks anymore because they got the Nintendo 3600.
Everybody here is a parent. I struggle with how my kids want to just stay on the video games. However, they do so much during the school year because their days are filled with activities that my wife is like, it's summertime. We always talk about how they're doing too much. Then let them just do what they want to do. So I try to get them to go outside, but then if they don't want to go outside, because they're so busy for 9 months during the school year, it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to give you a few weeks to just do what you want to do. So am I wrong for that? Should I force them to go outside if they want to do something that's inside?
You wasn't raised like that, man.
You
I think
sound
it's like
scared
children.
of
You gotta
them.
put him out. He is scared of his kids,
Yeah.
but I think you gotta put him out. Like everybody, almost like the yard in prison. For an hour, y'all go. I don't care if you play in the grass. I don't care if
Right.
you roll down in it. We're
Yes.
going outside for an hour because what you're gonna raise is couch potatoes. Are gonna be big, and you don't want to really just. That's
No.
unhealthy.
Hey, man,
No, they do cross country, they do basketball, they do softball. They
For 3
they're
months,
not
they
gonna-
veg out on the couch.
But listen, man,
11 weeks.
we did all of that. Our
And play
old man,
outside.
it hurt our old man to walk by our room and see us in the bed at 7 a.m., man. It hurt him.
Yeah.
Seriously. So he got us out of the bed well, we really don't have anything to do. We did all our chores yesterday. Well, just get up.
Yeah, just get up.
Just
And
get
I
up.
think that was the military in him. You know, he was in military, he was in the army.
Right.
But tell them kids to get out of bed and do something.
It-
Well, we already did everything. Well, read a book. He used to say that.
Yeah.
Read a
Hell
book.
yeah, we had math problems in the summer.
Oh
Like
my
it
God.
was ridiculous.
We have a math summer packet. We have summer reading, books for summer reading. I make them take an hour every day to get those things done. You know, I make Morgan do her piano 20 minutes a day. I tell Mason's not doing what I've been asking him to do because I want him to work on his handles with the basketball, work on dribbling with the soccer ball. He just, they just want to be inside. They want to play with their friends.
Ryan, they
Yes,
don't
Black
have
Diamond,
field
they
day.
do.
Ryan,
they-
they don't have field day.
It's called Blue and White Day at our school, so they do have that yearly. They do have a
And
field
does
day. yearly.
everyone get an award?
No, everyone doesn't get a ribbon.
Okay.
But the majority of them do. It's not. There's more than
Not
3
like
ribbons
ours.
given out. We had 3 ribbons.
First,
Field
second,
day.
and third. That was it.
First, second, and
How-
third.
Field
How
day was
about-
serious back in 1978, man. We
Oh,
looked
was-
forward to field day for the entire year.
Yeah,
and
no
that
question.
50-yard dash.
No
He was
question.
training.
That
How
50-yard
about that
dash was serious, man. It was betting lines on that 50-yard dash.
How about the red ball for dodgeball? Did they still, Ryan, because your wife is at school, do they still have the red rubber ball for dodgeball?
They have the red rubber ball that they use for kickball. Dodgeball's too violent. They don't do dodgeball.
Baby,
They don't do
dodgeball.
That was the get back of all get backs for dodgeball. Oh,
They used to be
somebody you couldn't stand. I got some dodgeball. I like to play with some adults right now.
But wait, where I was, the teachers did the students didn't do dodgeball. It was the teacher
Oh,
who
no.
was throwing the ball at us.
It was us.
kids.
Yeah, it was kids.
Yeah,
it
it was
kids.
total opposite where
And
we
it-
from. The kids played dodgeball.
And that ball stings. Let me just tell you, that ball stings.
That
You
red
don't
ball
want to come.
stings.
Woo, you be
We
like,
need a scaled down Stu's field day. Like I
Yes,
say,
with a
scaled
pool.
down
Listen. What were we supposed to do the segment? Tree.
this because
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
we're
Well,
supposed to do the last 48. All right.
Well,
well,
we
take me out.
Thank you, Arlie. Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Ollie.
I do think some type of Stu's field day would be appropriate, or some type of Stu's kickball game would be appropriate, where you have a team and I have a team. I think that would work. I
We
think
could,
that would work.
we could have our own field day.
We can have our own field day.
The
Really
50-yard
cool.
dash, the sack race, the relay race, dodgeball, just like middle school and elementary school.
I like
I
that
like
idea.
that.
We need to make people sign waivers. So
You got that right. We signed waivers.
yeah, you got to sign a waiver.
Yeah.
Nobody forced you to come out here and tear your Achilles.
Hey, you can donate to the show. Please donate to the show if it's in your heart. Look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol. Click on the dollar symbol or donate whatever you'd like. We'd appreciate it. And if you're watching a replay, same thing. Look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a heart symbol. Click on the heart and donate after the fact. So last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group.
This alarmed me, sir. Is this a picture of him post breakout, or is this an older picture of him? You have any idea?
I think the picture on the right. So this is the New Orleans prisoner. I think this guy's the only one left. I think they got everybody else except for this dude. I think the picture to the right is him like yesterday on them streets. This nigga went and got him an outfit.
He got a gold chain and everything.
He got chains and watches on.
A fresh haircut. No, this got to be a picture that's pre him going to jail.
Oh man, I think he on them streets. I think that's the only remaining brother from the jail breakout on them streets. Hard.
they got a close up of him, but he's still on these streets. Stop it, man. You got to stop it.
The reason I really wanted to bring this up, though, man, is we kind of talked about this when I said I met Kiara's friend, and
Her
he had
look like this.
No, not this bad, but he had tattoos. He had tattoos on his neck and everything. And I made the comment, and somebody hit me up in my inbox. It was like, I made the comment that when you get tattoos on your face, in particular, and your neck, you really resign yourself to street life, to the street life as far as your career choice, right?
Yes.
Like
yes.
You're not getting a corporate job with a tattoo in the middle of your goddamn forehead. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
You're right. I mean, and the thing about tattoos, they're hard to get off.
It's okay for Mike Tyson to put a tattoo on his face because
he works for himself.
He works for himself. He works for himself. These rappers that are making $250,000, $500,000 a show, they work for themselves.
So when I worked in recruiting for New York Life for many years, I probably did over 200 interviews a year. The minute that we got on that Zoom call, this was during post-COVID, the minute we got on that Zoom call and they had a tattoo on their neck or some discernible, like, oh, boy, look at the time. Oh, they're calling me. My mother's calling me. We'll do this interview later.
Got no time for it.
Yeah,
got no time for it.
But I really do believe this is dude on this New Orleans for escaping Antonio Mass celebrated his 33rd birthday yesterday. He celebrated his birthday.
No, this picture has to be pre-jail time, sir. It has to be. Yeah, he's not on these streets as a wanted man celebrating his 33rd birthday in Houston Rockets gear.
Right. Look at his shirt. He's celebrating the Rockets championship as well. He represented Houston to the fullest.
He's hanging out with Ime Udoka. No, man.
Oh, this is funny. This is hilarious. All right, next one, Tree.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. So I really just wanted to show this. Read what the headline says. Kobe grabbed 2 chips with this bum-ass squad. He carried the entire team. And I 100% agree with this. I wouldn't call them bums.
No,
but
you don't.
Hold on.
Right,
I wouldn't call them bums, but you are not supposed to win a championship with the dudes in this team.
I couldn't disagree more. Paul Gasol is a Hall of Famer, and Lamar Odom, I don't know, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Sir, on this squad, you see Luke Walton, you see Adam Morrison. Adam freaking Morrison was on this team.
Right.
You see Adam Morrison.
The Bynum kid.
Well, Bynum and Gasol were solid.
Right.
Bynum and Gasol were solid.
And so was Lamar Odom. Right. So he had pieces. Bynum, Gasol, and Lamar Odom.
But these guys were pieces. These guys weren't like championship-winning players.
Kobe's a great man. Kobe is a great. And I still hate
Sasa
myself.
Vucevic.
I still hate myself for. I don't really hate myself for it, but I didn't like him for a long time because of him and the Shaq beef. After his passing, I realized that I should have been showing him nothing but love, so I show him love now. Kobe's a great, but he had a squad.
Sir, he dragged this team to win 2 championships. Shannon Brown's on this freaking team.
Right,
Who is the little Chinese guy in the front? Number 9. Is that Jeremy Lin?
Jeremy Lin. I think that's Jeremy Lin.
What? Kobe took this team and won 2 championships? Get that man his due.
Jeremy Lin got a $25 million contract because he was a player at one point in time. He didn't do it by himself on this squad, sir.
Jeremy Lin. What?
This is not the Smush Parker team.
No, we already got rid of that. He was the worst than these guys.
This is right. This is not the Smush Parker team, and Pau Gasol's a Hall of Famer.
I don't think that's Jeremy Lin either. Listen, we can't fall under the stereotype thinking all Chinese people look alike. That's not Jeremy Lin.
Okay.
That's Jeremy Lin, but that's not Jeremy Lin. I don't think so, man. That is not right. Platinum Boy in ENTV says that's not Jeremy Lin. I don't know who that dude is. Point of the whole meme is Kobe Bryant took this team and won 2 championships.
Back left corner. Who's that under the L for Lakers? Who's that under the L?
Derek Fisher.
That is Fisher.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He had a squad. Those are all players. Those are all players, sir. Yeah, he had a squad. That's a squad.
Whoa.
That's a squad, man.
Courtney,
I know what you're saying and what you're trying to do, but that's a squad.
Hey, all I'm saying is give Kobe his respect.
Nothing but
I don't think any other quote unquote superstar could have won not 1, but 2 rings with these guys.
Right.
2.
Yep.
They're real top heavy. So Bynum was solid. Gasol was a great player.
He's a Hall of Famer.
But Gasol's not even top 75. Remember the big controversy about that? I think the stat was Kobe is the only top 75 player to not win, to not have another top 75 player on his team, or something to that degree.
Too many people there's been several. There's only a few thousand NBA players. So when you're talking about the top 75, you're talking about less than 10% of the players that's ever played the game. Everybody can't be in the top 75. Everybody can't be in the top 50.
I'm going to try to find that stat. Kobe with this team, nobody else in this team is top 75. Every other superstar that won a championship had at least one top 75 player on his team.
I don't even remember Sun Yu. That's Sun Yu. I don't even remember Sun Yu.
Right. Sun Yu got a ring because of the Mamba.
Sun Yu got a ring.
Sun Yu got a ring
with a ring on.
Right. Who the fuck is Sun Yu? And I'm a Laker fan.
Yeah, I don't remember him.
They shouldn't even let him take the damn picture, man. Let's go to the next one.
Condescendent one. Is that right? Condescendent, right. The incandescent one.
The incandescent one.
Yeah, that's what I said. The incandescent one. Thank you, incandescent one.
All right, next one.
Sun Yu. Thank you.
Next one, True. Sun Yu. Oh, we have to talk about this.
I really want to talk about this. This might take some time. I'm glad we have it. Sir, Lenoris Sellers, and before we go any further, we were taking a guess at why his name is Lenoris. His mother's name was Letitia something, and his dad's name was Norris. So they just combined the names.
Probably.
I wish they wouldn't have done him like that.
Probably.
However, he's the starting quarterback at the University of South Carolina, and he is a player. Allegedly, he gets offered $8 million to come to another school, and his father and him turned that down. His dad is quoted for saying he's 18, he don't need $8 million.
Well, there goes the quote right there. The quote, you're 19. This is from his daddy. You're 19, you don't need $8 million. You're in a great spot, Lenoris' father told his son.
So before we go into the details, because I had to do some research, after I sent you that post, before sending you the research, what were your thoughts?
When you sent me the text on this and said, you sent me a text and said, what do you think about this? Okay. I replied back to you, hey man, I think we still fucked up from slavery. Pull out your phone. Is that what I said? That's the first thing came to my mind.
Yes, that's exactly what you said.
Sir, Carson Beck, who I'm sure probably grew up with money.
Yeah.
Carson Beck, who I'm sure grew up with money, the University of Georgia quarterback, left to go to Miami for a bigger bag.
Yes.
Why would this man's daddy tell his son not to take $8 million and change the financial trajectory of their family forever? Well, he's still going to get paid. He's going to be a high draft pick. Tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. This
I
has
agree.
always been my thought process, man.
I agree. However, I'm in 100% agreement with you and what you just said. However, after doing the research, we find out that they turned down the jaw-dropping $8 million NIL offer from another program over 2 years, so it would have been $4 million a year, because they accepted a package, an NIL package from South Carolina that's $3.7 million a year. So, yes, he did not accept the bigger bag because he's making $600,000 less in 2 years at South Carolina. Now, I knew we would still debate this because he left $600,000 on the table.
I don't care if it was $600.
I'm fine with this decision after knowing that this kid is making 3.8 per year anyway. I'm fine with it.
Hey, man.
I'm fine with him not picking up and leaving his team and the school that gave him the opportunity to get $4 million. I'm fine with him saying, "Nah, I'm cool staying here," because it's just $200,000 to $300,000 per year. Yes, that's a lot of money, but 3.7 is still enough to live off of the rest of your life.
Hey, man.
So I'm fine with him not picking up, going to a different colonizer that was going to make him learn a different offense where he had to learn different players. I'm fine with this because he's still getting the bag. I knew you wouldn't be fine with it.
The game has changed. These kids are jumping back and forth from team to team because they are getting the money. And I keep going back to Beck and other guys that came from affluent families, most likely, and they're leaving and going from school to school to get their money. You know, Michael Penix played for like 3 different teams. Did you know that? He played for Indiana, he played for Washington, and there was a third team he played for as well. Man, you got it. This is the economics of the game today. The game is different. It's not 10 years ago. And here's the crazy thing.
Yep.
Between the University of South Carolina and Clemson, I'm more of a Carolina fan because I tell people this all the time. Clemson is basically like another world when we were growing up. It's so far away. I never went to Clemson until I was in college. We went to several University of South Carolina games, William Bryce Stadium, tailgates, et cetera, et cetera. So I want South Carolina to keep them and make a run maybe for a national championship, but I'd rather him get the money over my loyalty or my fandom for the University of South Carolina Gamecocks.
Our oldest child, Miles, I call him the big guy, is currently at Tulane for a 2-week-long summer camp. He comes home Saturday. I can't wait to see him. Tulane has a new player on their roster by the name of Derek Shepard Jr. Derek Shepard Sr. played with me at Georgia Tech. Derek Shepard Jr., I got a picture of him. I'll see if I can post it. Derek Shepard Jr. is now at Tulane. He's in his 3rd year of college. This will be his 3rd stop. Prior to Tulane, he was at UAB. Prior to UAB, he was at Cincinnati. When talking to his dad, I said, "Hey, man, why is Junior jumping around so much?" And he said, "To get a bigger bag." When I dropped Miles off, Junior came and met me, and we talked for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Great kid. I said, "Hey, man, you're like really a professional now." He's like, "Yes, sir. I'm playing the college game of professional sports now." I'm playing the college game of professional sports. I said, "So, Junior, Tulane is a very prestigious university. Do you want your degree to have that name on it?" He said, "I would love for my degree because Tulane only allowed me to transfer 60 credits.
Mm-hmm.
I would love for my degree to have Tulane on it. However, Mr. Stewart, more than likely, I'll be someplace else next season."
That's what it is today.
And I said, "Junior, listen, man, I'm proud of you. Make sure you're getting your books. Make sure you're staying out of trouble, man. I'm very proud of you. But be the best pro that you could be." Oh, yes, sir, Mr. Stewart. Oh, yeah. I'm drinking 80 ounces of water to 100 ounces a day. I'm lifting out. I'm running. I'm going to the training room every day to stretch and get in ice tubs. He's a professional player already, sir, and he's getting a bigger bag every season.
Well, technically, they're all professional players already.
They are.
Technically.
It's a totally different game.
But some of them are on the bench, their third, fourth string. They don't get the money that the starters and Heisman Trophy favorites get. But they're all pretty much businessmen at this point.
No question.
Hey man,
just to reiterate, please remember what you're going to say.
Go ahead.
I'm fine with Sellers staying where he is and taking less money to do so. I'm fine with that.
Listen, man, let me say this as gently as I can. And I don't know this young man's people, don't know how this young man grew up. He actually went to Wilson High School in Florence.
Wow.
You know,
I didn't know that.
Right. Yeah, he's from South Carolina.
I didn't know that.
So that's the same high school. I got 3 of my LBs, Graham, Terrence, Mark McLean. They all graduated from Wilson.
The honey
we used to the honey Graham.
Honey Graham.
My problem is what psychologically, once again, I don't know this guy's father to make that comment about you good, you don't need $8 million. What psychologically is going on in his mind? And did he come up in another environment than most of us did where he can push back on a couple $1 million for his son?
Well, but it's not a couple million. It's not a couple million. If he was making $2 million, I would be with you.
Well,
if it was making $2 million, I would say you got to go get the 8. So that's $6 million more.
So you said a total of 600,000 more for 2 years, right? 300,000 a year for 2 years, right?
He's making 3.8 per season.
What happened in his life, and how was his environment that he could tell his son to push back on $600,000?
Okay, we talked about this with the Nico Alamaleba kid in Tennessee. We talked about it. He's taking less money now to be in UCLA. And why is he doing that? Because he didn't like the offense that Hypo had him in Tennessee. He thinks that was limiting his skill set. And he also thinks, Nico that is, in California where he's from at UCLA, he can make more money off the field in NIL deals because he's more known there. So there's several sides to this thing now, man. And again, you and I debated this for decades when we were on radio. NFL players that say, I know I've been in Green Bay for 2 contracts, but on this last contract, I'm going to take less money to be in Miami, San Diego, or New York, or Atlanta. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you putting your happiness over a dollar sign. I'm fine with that. If you're happy with where you are.
I'm
fine with that.
I think maybe the way I feel is because of the industry I'm in, the financial services industry. And I know how annuities work. I know how compounding interest works. And to leave money on the table like that, it just seems like it's something psychological that's been inbred in us for us not to think, us not to think about our long-term future.
Understood. I understand.
I swear to you, and I said it facetiously when I texted that to you, we screwed up from slavery. I think that we are, man, because and the best example I can give is this Carson Beck thing and all the other, colonizers that left a great opportunity to take more money. Why would he leave Georgia to go to Miami? Because they were going to give him more money.
And his girlfriend is down in Miami also.
Screw the damn girlfriend.
It's part of it. It's part of it. And again, man, the 8 million sounds really, really attractive, man. But 7.6 ain't bad either.
Didn't say it was bad. Didn't say it was bad. Didn't say it was bad.
He ain't missing out on nothing because he's making 7.6. There's nothing that he's missing out on because he doesn't have the 8.
That's $600,000. He could have built a homeless shelter with that $600,000 difference, man.
He can still build that homeless shelter.
Yeah.
He can still build it. I think we have more last 48, right, Tree? We have 2 more, and we'll get to those next. And then after that, we'll jump into the super chatters first, and then your chat. I knew how you would feel about that story, man.
Hey, happy Juneteenth.
The minute I read it, I said, Doug is going to split his wig.
Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. And I don't know, maybe Lenore Sellers, I'm not going to say that.
Maybe he has a construction company where he makes $25 million a year. Maybe. I don't know what his dad does.
Right.
I did not like his dad saying he don't need it. I did not like that being in print. I didn't like that. But he'll be okay making 3.8. Y'all keep it locked to your boys, man. The Two Live Stews and your Two Live Stews experience. 2 more last 48, and then we'll get to your chat. Be happy, man. Don't let the money control you to the point where you put yourself in a situation where you're not going to be your best self or you're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
Don't let $400,000 make you go someplace you don't want to be.
Who are we to scoff at $600,000?
Well,
in 2025, who are we, based on what we've been through in this country for the last 40 years, who are we to thumb our nose at $600,000?
It's not 600, it's 4.
Who are we to scoff at $400,000? Whatever the goddamn math is.
Somebody that's not going to spend all that they have already anyway.
You're in the dark. Pow!
Dogs and poodles, it's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an idiot.
Dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews, youtube.com. 2 live stews, youtube.com.
Man, I enjoyed that. And not only did I enjoy that, and welcome back to your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews. Not only did I enjoy that, but all the messages Tree is posting on the screen from the chat room, everybody else enjoyed that too.
Absolutely.
The way we get down there in the 2-minute trespass, everybody else is doing the same damn thing.
Absolutely.
Me, you, Arlie, and Tree, we be in here vibing. Everybody feels the same thing. Music does that. It takes control.
So I kind of like played, I kind of teased it earlier when I said I was going to play nothing but Public Enemy and X-Clan. Like, is there like a super conscious hip-hop act like those guys were back in the day still today? Does anybody come to mind? And maybe people in the chat can throw up some names in the chat that I don't know about.
Black Thought.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a couple of conscious guys, man, but it's not many of them. It's not many of them.
Kendrick
Lamar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. There's a couple of conscious guys. Ryan got Desmond Tutu shirt on.
Man, have you nah, that's too long of a conversation, man.
No, please, we got time. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Hold on, Tree. Wait, Tree. Wait. What were you about to say, man?
No, I'm not.
That's going to eat the bulk of this time right here. I can tell you right now.
No, I'm not going to get into it right now.
You sure, man?
Yeah.
Okay, don't get into it, but tell me what it is so I can think about it.
Have you been paying attention to what's going on in Africa?
J. Cole, another good one. I have. That's a long conversation.
With Ibrahim Traore.
Yes.
Okay. We need to have a whole show about what's going on in Africa.
Doug said today. So Karis won, and
that's our time.
Development. That's our time. He said today.
Still our time. Yeah. Arrested Development.
Yeah.
KRS One. Yeah.
Yep. They're all conscious, but that's back in the 90s. We're talking about 2020. We're talking about the African thing, man.
It's crazy, man. Real quick, and you'll watch your Two Live Stews experience, because if you haven't been paying attention, all over social media is kind of like this conversation about what's going on in this country in Africa called Burkina Faso, and the new president who took over as president of the country through I think it was a military coup, but Ibrahim Traore. Okay, long conversation about that. But you ever wondered why Africa is split up in so many countries? Like, you look at the U.S., we got a bunch of states, but we're all the United States.
Please.
There's like a gazillion countries all on one continent of Africa.
Right. Yes.
It took me 55 years to realize and understand why that is. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. So when Europe came over and conquered these countries over in Africa, they split up the country, the continent, into these different countries. And this is kind of why this has always been the argument about Africa uniting. They say, Africa needs to unite. Think about it. It's hard to unite if you got a different government here, a different government here, a different president here, a different president here. So you come to the table and say, let's all come together. The president of Nigeria doesn't want to give a piss spot.
Don't take my juice. No, why you want to take my juice?
For the president of Egypt.
Right.
So it's classic divide and conquer. This would take too long to get into, but it's just crazy what's going on over there right now. Like they're really making strides that things might change for real this time with Traore. But once again, it's too long to get into.
Yeah, he's trying to push the narrative of we can be stronger together.
Right, one Africa.
Right.
One money, one type of currency.
Right.
One set of rules.
Right.
But it's hard because you got 50 other governments saying, no, we want to do our thing.
Why should we listen to you? I like your idea, but that's going to put you in control of everything.
Right. And
have that.
And the other 50 presidents, they're not going to have that.
You know what?
Maybe 45 of them would be down with it.
But there's going to be a handful that says, no, I want to run it all.
That's why you always have civil wars and you always have these ethnic cleansings in that continent.
No question, sir.
Rwanda. That's why. That is why, because it's a power grab. It's a power struggle because you got different countries, not states, and we're all Africa. We're literally a different country, and them goddamn Europeans did that shit on purpose.
No question, sir. No question.
Sad that I didn't realize that, and really, it really came to my attention. I started doing more research when I started seeing all these videos of Traore popping up all over the internet.
They are asking for prayer for him because of his leadership. Yeah, he's trying to galvanize us to become one.
You know, there's already been like, in another whole conversation is about the U.S. government and them not wanting this thing to happen, this union to happen between the countries. Dude's already beaten like several assassination attempts already. Yeah, that's what happened. Kind of like with Gaddafi. We'll get too far into it. All right, Tree. Next me.
Shouts out to everybody in the chat. We've had over 700 freaking messages this morning. Thank y'all. It's because of you we do what we do. Go ahead, Doug. Go ahead.
This is from Spicy Angel Reese. I don't know who Spicy Angel Reese is. I'm thinking it might be the real Angel Reese.
I doubt it. I don't know, but I doubt it.
Angel Reese, I mean, I just want to point this out to you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know this. Angel Reese won 4 state championships in high school.
That's every year she was in high school. 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade.
I don't think she got held back.
That's dope.
She won a national championship in college, beating Caitlin Clark.
Did she beat Caitlin Clark, or was it South Carolina that she beat? No, it was Caitlin. I'm sorry. It was Caitlin. I'm sorry. It was Caitlin. Yeah.
Right. And she's got a ring in a professional league.
So what's your point?
And Caitlin Clark ain't won a damn thing. Angel Reese is a winner.
Right.
She's a winner.
So Caitlin Clark is not a winner?
Evidently not. I see a bunch of trophies with Angel Reese, and I see a bunch of zeros with Caitlin. Let's not forget that. My point is, let's not forget that.
Right. So Caitlin, but because she hadn't won a championship, she's not a winner. How you feel about Charles Barkley? How you feel about Karl Malone? How you feel about John Stockton and Steve Nash? I know how you feel about John Stockton and Steve Nash. How you feel about Allen Iverson?
No, they none of them have rings, just like Caitlin Clark.
How you feel about Chris Paul?
Hold on,
how you feel about Vince Carter?
Hold on, I didn't say that they weren't good players. I'm just pointing out to you. It seems the narrative seems like Caitlin Clark's this phenomenal winner, and she's won throughout her entire life. She ain't won shit.
Well, neither did the guys I just named.
Yeah,
all of them.
That's true too.
I mean, in high school.
Why are you deflecting over to somebody else? We talking about Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
I'm talking about somebody else. You talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. I'm talking about Vince Carter, Chris Paul, Allen Iverson, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Dominique Wilkins, all those guys that we know and love, and we say they're the greats of their game, didn't win a championship in high school, college, or the NBA. All of those guys.
No, I don't think that's true. I don't think.
I got the research. I did the research. It's true.
I think you just
no.
There's no way all of those guys you named didn't win a high school championship. Not one high school championship.
Do your due diligence like I did mine.
Okay.
None of them have a trophy in anything.
Once again, I don't want to bog down and talk about Caitlin Clark on Juneteenth. Let's move on.
But for the record, the fact of the matter is, just like Caitlin, none of those greats I just named have a championship in anything.
Loose neck orifice says wrong, Doug. Caitlin Clark has won something. Ryan's heart.
Yes. She's a beast.
Oh,
she's a beast. Yeah.
Oh, and if you're asking what professional championship did she win?
Say the same negative BS about all those greats I just named.
If you're wondering, what championship did Angel Reese win as far as a professional, the women's big three, the equivalent to the men's big three, she played in a league last year and they won.
Well, I wasn't even going to talk about the fact that it's not a WNBA championship. I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah, but it's a professional. They got paychecks. That's a professional league.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Right. Karl Malone, John Stockton, Steve Nash, AI.
Right.
Allen Iverson, who we love dearly.
But what does that have to do with the point? They all got 0 championships then. Okay.
Chris Paul. So
what's your point?
They're all in the same boat as Caitlin.
Okay, fine. If you want to put them in the same boat with Caitlin, that's fine.
No. You're trying to diminish the value of Caitlin.
Oh, no. I'm just stating the fact.
Diminish the value of all the greats.
I'm just stating a fact.
Shout out AI.
I'm not trying to diminish anything. I'm not trying to diminish anything. Next,
putting a big 3 championship up there for boy, stop.
From Atlanta Bird Gang, Andre Rison and Deion Sanders back in the Atlanta Falcons days, out partying and having a good time.
So that's what I wanted to bring up. I'm glad this was the last one. The Shedeur Sanders driving 100 miles per hour. The hell Shedeur is going to get is from his daddy. That's who's going to wear his ass out because he's driving 100 miles per hour and he's out at 12:24 a.m. His daddy is going to destroy him.
Hey man, does Andre Rison look like he's got on a robe? Is that the top of a robe?
It looks like a silk robe, sir.
They're clearly at the club, and this man got on a bathrobe.
Sir,
Prime got the Jerry curl going on. Can you imagine how they ran this city? Were you here? You were here.
I was just about to tell you, man. I've been in Deion's club when him, Dikembe Mutombo, Dominique, and Bad Moon Rising come in. They shut the whole club down, get everybody out of the line, open up all the doors for their cars to pull up for them to come inside. And when they walk inside, they drop the same song every time. It was amazing. It was amazing. But yeah, before Deion found the Lord, they was running these streets in the ATL, man, and they had a good time.
You're doing pretty good for yourself. You stroking left eye. And Deion has, what's the chick's name? Shedeur and the mama? What's her name? Pilar. You killing them. You running the town.
Thank you, Black Diamond. Club 21. It was called Club 21.
So I think the year I moved here in 95, I think that club, along with what's the one on in Buckhead?
And rest in peace, Left Eye.
That used to be in the big shopping center.
112.
No, not 112.
Vegas Nights. There's too many to name. There's too many to name.
Vegas Nights is Marietta. But anyway, I think like 2 of the big clubs closed down like the year before I moved to Atlanta. And maybe it was still open and I just didn't didn't attend Dion's club or go to Dion's club. Not
Sir,
Atlanta Live.
I can't start to tell you about the nights that we had in the ATL after 12. Everybody always says nothing good happens after 12. That's a lie. If you think nothing good happens after 12, that's a lie. There were after hours spots that didn't start until 4 in the morning.
Oh, Club Anytime. You remember Club Anytime?
I remember Club
right there
Anytime.
I think it was on Peachtree.
I remember Club Anytime.
Club Anytime didn't open until like 3 a.m.
3 or 4 o'clock, sir.
When everybody else closed, Club Anytime opened up, and everybody left the club and went to Club Anytime and partied till 8, 9 in the morning.
I loved it.
Club Anytime was still kicking at 11 a.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. in the afternoon. When everybody else was closed, they were open.
Were you talking about Velvet Room? I think Black Diamond might have it.
No,
it wasn't Velvet Room.
It was off of Piedmont.
And Kaya was off of Piedmont. It was Kaya.
No, not Kaya.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive it's not.
Black Diamond, you was in them streets like that? Club Vision. Black Diamond got all of them.
You done named 10 different clubs in ATL. Not the Gold Room.
Not the Gold Room.
Ollie, why would you even know about the Gold Room? So if you're going into so this is how I'm gonna do it. If you're going into Buckhead, where eventually Lenox Mall is gonna be on your right, you get to Piedmont, you make a left. On your immediate left in that shopping center is where this club used to be at.
Man, you thinking of 112? That's where 112 was, sir.
No, no. And maybe maybe 112 was there because 112 moved, right?
A couple times.
Yo,
I just want to say that. Go ahead, Tree.
It's 8:50.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go get some cocktails. This is a good show. I love y'all. I hated you on Monday, but
Tree, you're not drinking at 9 in the morning. You're not doing that, Tree.
Okay.
At 9? At 9?
I don't do rules.
But how will the rest of your day go if you start at 9?
It was Rupert's. It was Rupert's, man. It was Rupert's.
Oh, Rupert's. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
You know what I'm talking about now, right?
I did that a few times. Not many times. I did Rupert's a few times.
Uncle Steve's Lounge. What up, Uncle Steve's Lounge? See, Uncle Steve's Lounge, he's in the business. So he knew immediately it was Rupert's.
What a good time. Oof.
What a great time.
Man.
What a great time.
Man.
Hey, man, we would start drinking in the dorms or where we stayed at 10:30. We wouldn't leave the house until midnight, man.
You know what's sad? It's sad that these young people don't understand that Buckhead was like a carnival. It was like a carnival on the weekends. Like, it was literally like a mini Freaknik. Every weekend there was a Freaknik in Buckhead.
And they wanted us there until your
Thursday
boy.
night.
Until Ray Lewis.
And then
Well, it was Ray. No, y'all.
It was Ray Lewis that everything changed.
they started cordoning off and sectioning off and making it not.
And allegedly BMF started dropping bodies, so everything had to change. They shut Buckhead down.
This is what Ollie said. Atlanta, before that fool stabbed that man during the Super Bowl, ruined everything for our bar hopping. Yeah, literally, I
can't start to explain to y'all.
It was great.
I can't start to explain to y'all.
Atlanta was different then, man.
You weren't here.
And we had somebody in front of every major club that whenever we got out the car would be like, "Yo, who you with tonight? Y'all come on." Too crowded up front, Stu. Meet me around back.
Vern was telling me a story about his mom and y'all at the Palm and buying drinks for y'all and just.
So the listeners had a was it an anniversary party for us?
Y'all just,
that was off of Old National. Now they organized an anniversary party for us, and I think Vern's mama was there. Well, maybe that's what he's talking about.
Tree, not only that, they threw this surprise shindig for us. And an hour into the party, they walk our mom in. They brought our mom to town.
Wow. Oof.
Thank y'all.
We love y'all.
They paid for the listeners of the show paid for a limousine.
Oh God.
Marvin,
to drive our mother from South Carolina to Atlanta.
Yes.
I think it was a show anniversary or something like that.
Yep. And after the party, she spent the night. The limo came and picked her up, and they took her back.
5 hours now. The low country. 5 hours each way.
We love y'all, man.
Thank
It's
you.
about y'all. It's about y'all.
Thank y'all.
From Why Not 2403. Thank you
Thank you,
so
Why
much. No reason other than it's the right thing to do.
Thank you. Why not?
Thank you.
Yeah,
brother.
it is. It is. Big Kev celebrating my born day tomorrow. Happy birthday,
Happy
Big
birthday,
Kev.
Big
Happy birthday,
Kev.
Big Kev. Happy birthday, Big Kev.
Happy birthday to you.
Knew he was
I
gonna
just
do
gave him a
that
little
shit.
sample, a little taste.
Thank you, Douglas. From Loose Neck Orifice side. Doug got to warm up his vocabulary early in the morning like an old 1975 Buick LeSabre. You did. What was
Thank
it?
you-
What
thank you
was
for the
he trying to
donation.
say? Emancipation.
The Nasty Nation.
Emancipation.
That was right. That's right. That's right.
Your boy is rubbing off on you. What's his name? The stutterer. Santa was
Oh, repeat.
Santa was looting Lenny from Good Times.
I remember
They used
that.
to use
My name
same
is Lenny, and
characters.
if I ain't got it, it ain't in there.
From John Dingle. Good morning, Stews and Stews crew and everyone in the chat.
Oh
Shout out to
boy.
you,
Good morning,
John.
John Dingle.
What
Class
up,
of
homeboy?
91 in the building. Love you, John. Family there.
Jordan.
John, your
Yeah.
family looks beautiful, man. For the record, your family looks beautiful. Saw some pictures of them this past weekend. Beautiful, man.
Loose Neck Orifice says Medea is real Tyler Perry in the character.
This might get ugly, but I think he's got the money to make it disappear. He's gonna pay. I don't think he'll go pay $260.
But
He's
we're
gonna
not
have to
going
pay.
to forget that there these text messages and whatnot. Like he can make it disappear, but we're not gonna forget. But we will forgive. Black people.
Oh, we'll
We
forgive.
forgive.
No question. No question.
Rel Scott says, "Close them doors. Close the doors."
Close
Thank
the
you
doors.
for your
It's offering
donation.
time. It's offering time.
I finally got what Rel sent, so thank you, Rel. Thank
Check
you
out my
so
man.
much.
Check out Rel Scott's business. We keep telling y'all. Okay, inbox us on Facebook or whatever. Text us. We give out our phone numbers all the time. If you got a business or something to promote,
At Prime Ties to Go.
we just not takers. We'd love to promote your business. A quick shout out for a $5 donation. Prime Ties 2, the number 2, go. Prime Ties 2, go.
From Tim Chill, thank you so much, Tim. Offering time. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy
Happy
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth, Tim.
Happy Juneteenth.
Chill, man. Chill.
Good show today. Doug,
Goddamn right. I got the
I'm
hell out of
surprised
there.
you stayed that long. Did
I
you
stayed-
have to discuss that with your parents first? Like, did you talk to your dad and say
About
"Look,"
leaving, about quitting?
Yeah.
I don't remember. This is 35 years ago.
No, it wasn't discussed because he didn't know he was coming home early. That cat came home early. I said, "Hey man, what you doing here?" "Hey man, blank that."
And see, understand, our father did sharecropping when he was growing up. Okay, so he didn't want to hear that I ran from hard work, quote unquote hard work. I kind of blended back in. He was at work, and I got home. Think about this now. He's at work. I came home in the middle of the day at like noon. There was nobody there to verify that I actually, escaped from this place, and kind of just didn't talk about it, and it kind of went away. I kind of dressed up like I was going to work for a couple days and went and sat in the car.
Tree, we got tons of super chat, but please find Melvin Eccles first. Melvin,
Okay,
please
yes,
find
sir.
Melvin first.
All right, there we go.
My man, $100,000 or $200.
Our people get ripped from the motherland, endure 400 plus years of oppression, to our babies getting $4 million to play ball. Thank God. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth to you, Mr. Eccles. Happy Juneteenth to you.
Oh my Lord Jesus.
Happy Juneteenth to you.
This
Remember the old ladies used to do this in church?
This is
Yeah.
Thank you, Melvin.
Happy Juneteenth to you, Melvin Eccles.
Thank you, Melvin. Thank you, Melvin.
This weekend, while y'all out in these streets celebrating Juneteenth, if you have a problem with your vehicle and or your car, your bicycle, your motorcycle, your truck, get the
There you
pins
go.
out and take this number down.
There you go. Right on time, Tree.
404-770-6949. There's two things Melvin Eccles promised when it comes to his business.
my Lord.
If you find yourself stranded and you want the best deal for a tow truck, call Melvin. If you find yourself stranded and you want the best opportunity to get saved quick, call Melvin. He promises to be timely and to be cost effective.
Wow.
Phone number is 404-770-6949 for all your towing needs. Thank you, Melvin Eccles.
And then
This is your show, Melvin.
And then they'll throw their head in there too.
Bay 11 Towing is his company.
Thank you, Melvin. Appreciate you.
Bay 11 Towing.
And generosity is
Thank you,
his
Melvin.
MO.
And
Woo!
the spots that we read from Melvin, I want y'all to understand. The spots that we do for him often, he pays for that.
We
This
keep him.
This $200 donation ain't got nothing to do with what he pays for advertisement.
Wow. Yeah.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Thank you. Thank you.
Nah, for real. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep
Thank
it down.
you.
I'll keep it down.
Who over there?
My neighbor. My neighbor.
Fuck. Oh,
Just in your house? Just in your house like that?
No,
Hey, Tree. He got a boo over there, Tree.
it's okay.
What the hell is going on here?
He got a boo over there.
Let's keep going. Before
Thank
I
you,
get
Melvin.
tipped
God
off.
bless you, sir. Bay 11 Towing 404-770-6949. Bay 11 Towing.
From Griff. Thank you, Griff. What's happening, family? They did the same thing in North Carolina. Our base went from Fort Bragg to Fort Liberty, then back to Fort Bragg,
Right.
but under another soldier with the Bragg name.
Right.
Incredible.
Right. And they're doing it right in our face.
Right in our face.
They're doing it right in our face. It hurts so bad.
It's just blatant, man.
From Loose Neck Orifice Side, Doug called the police.
What is he talking about?
Just anything. Anything.
You know what? I follow the great Charleston White sometimes, man. And as Charleston White said, I will tell on your ass if you speeding and endangering other people's lives.
Not closing your eyes like
yes. Go ahead.
Frederick Anderson, thank you so much. Supporting the stews equals supporting the cause. Indeed,
Thank
it
you.
does.
Thank you, Frederick
Thank you,
Anderson.
Frederick.
Thank you,
It
brother.
does.
Frederick.
Thank you
Really
so
appreciate
much.
it, man.
Theron.
That's a new name.
That's
That's
a
a
dope
new
name.
name.
Theron Lambert. Thank
That's a
you
new
so
name.
much.
Thank you, Theron.
Welcome to the playground.
I used to hate people that had cool first names when I was growing up, man, because I hated my name Douglas. Why the hell our mama named me Douglas?
She was strategic.
Douglas.
She was being strategic. She didn't want us to be able to be
Yeah.
identified
Right.
if somebody read our name.
We
Yeah.
told the story before, but I always was envious of like Therons and
John Quellius.
cool names. Dexter's a cool name.
Thaddeus.
You know what I'm saying?
Dexter's a black name.
Leroy. At least
Right.
your name is
I had to,
Leroy.
I had to
Because
grow
they
in
would have
the-
known on the resume.
That's
When
right.
right.
Katrina, they
Yep.
know.
Yep.
They
Yep.
know.
Yeah, for
She
new
wanted to-
people.
That's
She,
not
she wanted to get us in the door to be able to sell ourselves, not get thrown out before we get in the door because they know who we are because of reading the paper. Thank you, Mom.
we get new listeners and watchers all the time. We've told a story, I don't know, 100 times, but our mother gave us white sounding names, Douglas and Ryan, so that employers would see our resume and give us an opportunity in the interview. But once we got in that door, it was on us at that point. She got us in the door, but we had to finish the drill and
We
get
had to
the
close
job.
the deal. Yep.
We had to close the deal. That was her thinking in 1969.
Love you, Pumpkin.
My birth mother named me Era. ERA is my name before I was adopted.
What?
She just didn't want to. She
That's
didn't want to put
weird.
ERROR on you, so she. God bless her. She got a big heart, Tree.
That's funny.
Frederick
hilarious.
Anderson, 20. Thank you for your
Thank you,
donation.
Frederick Anderson.
Era
Wait.
Mistake Taylor. That was your government name. Era Mistake Taylor.
My married name. That's my married name. I mean, my married last name. I was King, Katrina King.
Oh, okay. I never knew that. All the years I've been knowing you, I didn't know your maiden name. King. Okay. You related to
Yeah.
Martin Luther and them?
Oh, Doug.
You never know. You never know.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Thank you,
Thank
Platinum
you.
Boy in TV. Thank you.
From Loose Neck Side, Tree almost got caught in
Hey, y'all wouldn't have believed how she peeled out of here.
Doug said he caught himself grabbing the phone, dialing 911. Wait a minute, that's Tree.
Yes. Tree, do you realize how you peeled out of these apartments yesterday?
I don't know. I was trying to get away from you.
Oh my gosh.
Too much work yesterday. Shedeur's dad had a headache after that.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I forgot about this.
Shedeur's dad is dealing with something. His son may have been distracted.
Right.
This is a non-story in the locker room.
You got any updates on Prime and his health issues?
He did make a post a couple of days ago saying he was with his grandson and his daughter. And he was like, life is amazing. Life is good. I'm fine. More details to come. But yes, he is dealing with something because he is not in Colorado right now. He's still in Texas, but it's time for the coaches to be, on the yard. And he's not. He's dealing with something.
Loose neck orifice side. Doug is the Walona Woods of his building, and Bookman hadn't fixed it. They just love joning on you.
Whatever. I'm cool.
With that damn Transformers shirt on today.
And listen what Tree told me yesterday. When the fire alarm goes off, she never goes outside, she said.
Yeah, I when I was in the dorm, I really did too. Because I knew the dorm wasn't burning down.
I look out.
But what if it is?
But no, you would smell or see smoke.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm guessing there's, I don't know, 800 people in this building. Whenever the fire alarm goes off, it's me and the same 7 people. Everybody else ignores it. And I'm like, okay, you bad, you ignoring fire alarms, okay. Yeah. No, I get up. I don't care what time it is, how tired it is. I got to go to work in 3 hours. I always go downstairs for that goddamn fire alarm goes off.
Of course you do, because you call police on people too.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
From Loose Neck, Doug only watched Sanford and Son because of Smitty and Hoppy.
Whatever. Smitty and Hoppy were great Americans.
Now, did Hoppy, he was Latin, right?
Yes.
Hispanic. Did they spin off? Was Chico and the Man a spinoff of Sanford and Son?
No, you thinking about Smitty and Hoppy was a black dude and a white dude. Those were the cops.
Oh,
you thinking about not Julio? Was his name Julio?
It was Julio, not Hector. It was Julio.
But was Chico and the Man? Okay.
Yeah.
Eric David for the Arlie Toe Fund tried how much? What? Tree? How much for them votes? I heard they going 2 for 5.
What votes is he talking about?
Y'all can start this again, but thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric. My silence is.
What votes is he talking about?
Appreciate you, Eric David.
I don't know.
That dub is huge.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric. Wait. Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
From Sean Mims, that's y'all's boy, right? We don't know. We don't know.
Yes, he is. Yes,
First, it was the push and teams complaining about Howie using void years to pay more upfront money. First, it was the push and teams complaining about Howie using void years to pay more upfront money. Lurie doesn't mind paying his guys 2 years early before he has to. Thank you, Sean.
He's evidently a Philadelphia Eagle fan.
And the way that Jeffrey Lurie does his business allows him to stay where he is. The Philadelphia Eagles are always a part of the equation.
Period.
Let's go, Tree. Let's run through these. We
Why
got
not 2403? Y'all should do the top 5 and voting live during the show and let the live audience supporters vote. Let's brand the top 5 because we enjoy it. So there is a way that I can't do it Monday, okay? But I know there's things that I could implement, and we could maybe do a live vote once.
I can't start to tell y'all how many people have contacted me about the injustices of the top 5 and different ideas for the top 5. The people love the top 5. It's a shame y'all do what y'all do, but the people love the top 5, and I think y'all should try to protect it instead of making me not even really want to do it. That's what I think.
Tree, don't dignify him with a response.
Shouts out J-Dub.
J-Dub.
Thank you so much, J-Dub. Hope y'all are doing. You and your wife are doing well.
As a matter of fact, J-Dub got a website. J-Dub, put your website. jdubmotorsports.com.
It's right here. Field says bring back a lot of memories. J-Dub Motorsports YouTube channel's
That's
latest
it.
car reviews.
It is. All right.
J-Dub
JDubMotorsports.com.
Motorsports YouTube
J-Dub,
channel.
yeah, JDubMotorsports.com.
Yeah.
Thank you, J-Dub.
I appreciate the articles, J-Dub. I appreciate all the videos you send, player. Love
so
what you do.
what J-Dub does on this website is he basically does commentary on vehicles, on cars and stuff.
Yes.
And real nice website. Been doing it for a minute. Check him out. J-Dub Motorsports on YouTube.
OG Browns fan. Thank you. This is a new name. I don't know. Do you know
Thank
this
you, OG.
name?
Thank
Thank you
OG.
so much.
Could be one of my brother-in-laws. You know,
Power
they're
to
from
the
Ohio.
people.
And
Power to the people.
They're big Browns fans.
They still talk to you?
Right.
Yeah, I'm a great guy, man. Hey,
You are.
yeah, my brother-in-laws. We talk all the time.
Was-in-law. It's was-in-law.
Oh, was-in-law. Yeah, I'm a great
Was-in-law.
guy. Even me and their sister didn't work out, but it's okay.
Shouts out, Keno.
Keanu Hampton. Thank you so much. Happy
Juneteenth.
to you.
Happy
Come back.
Juneteenth.
Tell
Yeah.
5
That's good.
people. We'd love to have you. Thank you
Yeah.
for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sean Mims coming in strong. Doug, if they
Yes.
don't make it, then the alumni should not help a kid that left their school for a job.
Yeah.
Are
He's
you
he's
referring to-
talking about the NIL. Yeah, that's the word right there. He's saying if you leave the school, the alumni shouldn't help you get a job. Well, technically, that's not in the manual or in the rule books anyway. People help people get jobs because they want to help them get a job.
And the new school that they go to would be able to help them. It's okay.
Right.
Yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah.
Sean, thank you again. Doug, you would not have moved to Philly like Hugh did and do radio to stay on 7. Wait, he's asking. This is a question. Doug, would you not have moved to Philly like Hugh did and do radio to stay on 790 if Whip gave you more money?
For the record, I spoke with Hugh Douglas 2 weeks ago, and he does not like Philly. He's doing radio there, but he would much rather be in the ATL.
I think this question is for you, though. Bring it back up, Tree. Doug, you would not have moved to Philly. Would you not have moved to Philly like Hugh did and do radio to stay on 790 if WIP gave you more money? I'm unsure about what he's asking and who he's asking it to.
Well,
based on our debate on the subject.
I can answer that question one way. Doug and I at one point in time were offered more money to go someplace else, and we turned it down for other reasons. But we did turn down a bigger radio offer to stay where we were.
You have a family at that point.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you can't just there's all kinds of things to consider. But
it's not always about taking the most money. There's several factors.
Right. Your peace.
Several factors. Again, we turned down a bigger deal. Wish we wouldn't have done that now for various reasons, but it is what it is.
From Rel Scott, Public Enemy, the Stews on Juneteenth. Way to get the weekend started. Indeed.
Thank you, Rel.
Happy Juneteenth.
Thank you, Rel.
Thanks, Rel. We love
Happy
you.
Juneteenth.
Make sure you give Tamika our love also. Shout out to you, Carrie.
Name is not Tamika, man. It's very disrespectful.
Carrie want his joke too. You just slacking on jokes because you're being so.
I've been slacking on jokes.
Vitriol towards me and your brother.
I wish you wouldn't have starred this because now he's pulling up his joke website.
Well, this man usually pays for a joke. So
hey, what does one eye?
Happy birthday, Carrie Portis, on your 53rd birthday this weekend.
Happy birthday, Carrie. Happy birthday. What does one eye say to the other? What does one eye say to the other?
I see you.
That's close. That's good.
I hear you. What does I love you?
We see eye to eye.
Something between us smells.
Now that's funny. Your nose.
Keep on going. Keep on going.
Doug. Come on, Doug.
Oh gosh.
Links on the grill. Porky got to pass my house in a disguise. What you grilling today, Ryan?
Smoking some chicken and doing some ribs.
He gonna make some foo-foo.
Wait, you eating the ribs? You eating the ribs?
No, I'm not back on the pork. Even though that bacon almost made me do it, I'm not back on the pork. The ribs will be for the kids and the wife.
Sean Mims, Angel have not won in the WNBA. Stop it, Doug.
Yeah,
and she was trash at Maryland.
Yeah, she was trash. Now I know where you're coming from.
No, she wasn't trash.
Yeah.
She wasn't trash. Yep. Shouts out to AI for not having a championship also, though. And Vince Carter. Everybody
Thank you,
didn't win them.
Sean has a lot to say.
Thank you, Sean. Here we go.
Sanders must have never heard of Henry Ruggs, even though he just got out. Thank you, Sean, so much. We appreciate you.
Yeah, Henry Ruggs was doing like 130 or 140, like in the city.
So
it sounds like this area where Shedeur was is like open road somewhere.
So Angel Reese won a championship in the Rose Basketball League, the Rose Basketball Club, 3-on-3. They defeated the Vinyl in the championship game, 62-54. Angel Reese is a professional, is a winner of a professional championship.
Yeah, that Vinyl League is not a professional league.
It is a professional league. They got paid.
Yeah, 3-on-3. So you can get paid. Would you stop it?
If you get paid, you're a professional.
Shut up, man. Just shut up.
So you want to discount her championship?
Man, the professional league she plays in is called the WNBA.
Go ahead, Tree.
From Rel Scott. Ryan in that dashiki that Michael Evans had on when he got catfished by Fun Girl.
You're exactly right. That's exactly right. He had on dashiki. You remember
Hey,
Fun Girl?
Michael. Hey,
Is Rel taking a shot at me?
No, he's saying that your dashiki looks just like the one that Michael Evans had when he was
talking
playing
on
CB
the
radio,
TV.
right? With Fun Girl.
Baby, I think we've seen every episode. Gotta be. Because nothing y'all say. I remember them all. We watched a lot of TV.
Must see TV.
And now I don't turn my TV on. Hardly. Jungle Brother.
That truly was the first ever catfish.
It was.
For Greenhorns, for young people on an episode of Good Times, Michael was having these conversations back and forth with this chick on the CB radio. Which, by the way, why aren't CB radios as popular as they were when we were growing up?
We got cell phones, man. We can text and call. And what was Forrest Gump's email password?
Running.
1 Forrest 1.
That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. Go ahead, Tree. Next one.
Jungle Brother, word of the day, prudish. Arlie must have said that. Who
Thank
said
you, Jungle
prudish?
Brother?
Thank you, Jungle.
Thank you for the $2. We know you tight as a gnat, Boonky.
Please stop. Don't
Appreciate
do it.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it, Jungle.
Thank you, Jungle Brother.
I need to tow some cars.
Yeah.
The giving.
But Melvin has multiple trucks.
Not only that, he has a body not a body repair. He has like a mechanic. He's a mechanic.
Yes,
he has a shop. He has his own shop. Yeah, he's doing well, very well.
This is the black man can. Okay, happy Juneteenth from Merlot.
Shouts out to you, Square.
Merlot, what up, Square?
Shouts out to you, Square. Love you, dog.
Thank you, Griff. Thank you, Griff. In the 80s in North Carolina, high school kids could get out of school to work tobacco fields.
Yeah.
Wow.
I already knew I was not doing that ish.
So
wait a minute. Stop going to school.
Yeah, in essence, Doug, he's saying the flowers garden would let kids come and work during school hours too. Yeah.
No, it wasn't school hours. It was summertime for us.
Well, no. There were kids that worked kids that dropped out of school would go to that flowers garden for work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Wait a minute. Y'all didn't have truant officers?
I never seen a truant officer in my life. I know what the concept is by watching TV.
The concept.
Yeah, because on Good Times, they always used to skip school and a truant officer. Yeah, maybe it was a city thing.
They
in
probably
the country,
don't even have that job anymore.
Right.
A truant officer.
Right.
Happy Juneteenth, Stu.
Happy Juneteenth.
Arlie. Thank you, Reggie.
Thank you, Reggie.
You so much.
Appreciate you, Blair.
Come on through. Oh, God. Griff, sometimes we as regular white blue-collar people will turn down more money or jobs because it'll be, more stressful and require more. Yeah. Most definitely. You are correct. Thank you, Griff. Thank you. From T-Nice 112. Like, share, and subscribe.
Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button and share.
What did T-Nice and I have been debating something on Facebook the past couple of days. Appreciate you, T-Nice. Nothing
Appreciate
but
you,
respect,
T-Nice.
Blair.
Junie B 77. Willie D has an interview with C Murder last week on his podcast.
From
C
jail?
Murder, is he still in jail? Right.
No,
Yeah,
he murder's out. C Murder's out, isn't he?
No, man. C Murder killed somebody. He in there forever, I think.
No, I don't think. Let me
Something
see.
about him and Monica. C Murder.
Man, C Murder killed somebody, man. He
Murder
unalived
free.
somebody.
C Murder,
he's
also
out.
known as Corey Miller, blah, blah, blah. There's been an ongoing controversy. Life sentence. He's serving a life sentence in the
He is-
Louisiana State
He
Penitentiary.
is currently incarcerated.
Yeah, he
Convicted
probably
of
did one of
murder in
those,
09.
what's his face? Suge Knight's has done a couple of interviews from
He
jail.
has a podcast. This nigga got a podcast.
Yeah, which is good. Which is good. Suge's podcast is good. Because
I
it's Suge.
hadn't
being
seen an
raw
episode.
real.
I hadn't seen an episode.
It's not C. It's basically like a podcast where it's just
Oh, okay.
voice.
Verbal.
But
Thank
a
you,
dude,
Jungle.
a dude outside calls Suge inside, and I guess Suge being the bully
Yeah,
he
you
is,
can be-
nobody tells him to get off the phone, and he does like a 20-minute podcast on different subjects. Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's a very
Wait
good
a minute.
podcast. Yeah,
So the jail people are scared of him. Is that what you're saying?
probably.
Okay. Jungle, thank you for your donation. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me back up. Not necessarily the jail people, the other inmates that want him
Waiting
to
for their turn.
wait for their
Right.
turn. They don't
Right.
say, "Hey, Suge, man, get off the
Right.
phone."
Your time up.
Right.
Don't they got cell phones in jail?
No, you're not supposed to have cell phones in jail, but they do have them in jail.
They do have them, yes.
And so, like StreamYard, you can use your phone. I think that's probably more likely. Jungle Brother, thank you for your donation. I don't know what the idea was, but thank you. We appreciate you. Now let's run these because
Thank you.
me and Tanya Wilder got a field day.
Shouts out Melvin Eccles. Appreciate you, player. Shouts out to all the super chatters. We really appreciate y'all.
Yes, we really
From
appreciate it.
FM, we don't want a Juneteenth holiday. We want our reparations.
You goddamn right. I would
Keep
love that.
waiting.
Wouldn't that be great?
I typed this. Doug got that damn QR code shirt on again. Stand up.
I've only worn this shirt one time.
Yeah. That's why I said again. The QR code. Y'all get your phones out.
Whatever.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Click the
Doug.
link.
Whatever.
I'm sorry. Those politicians in Texas knew the slaves were free and blatantly refused to tell them. Likely.
That's some
Highly
bullshit right
likely.
there, man. I'm still mad about that shit 200 years later.
The
Or how
Emmanuel
many
9.
250 years later.
This
Oh, yeah.
10 years ago this week. Should
Yeah.
tell
Yeah,
us.
it was,
stop
it, was,
carrying
it was a couple of days ago.
Yeah. Crazy shit.
They let that dude come into the house of the Lord to worship, to praise the
then-
Lord.
Like we do. We are the most welcoming,
come on in.
forgiving
Yeah.
humans on this planet.
we
People
know
of
it's-
color, period.
We know it's June and it's 100 degrees in Charleston, South Carolina,
Come on
and you
in,
got on a
baby.
trench coat. Come on in.
Come
So
on in, babe.
whenever y'all see the pictures of the Emmanuel 9 that died, Sharonda Coleman was one of the people killed. She went to South Carolina State with me.
Wow.
She was on the track team.
Adrian Williams says he's been listening to the Stew since he was in college.
Yeah, we've been around a long time.
Thank you, Adrian.
In
Thank you, Adrian.
in accumulation.
Ty Davidson says he's from Cleveland, and that ish is definitely a speed trap.
Right. So Strongville is basically the equivalent to Jamestown.
Yeah.
Is it Jamestown or Alvin? They always said you go through there, you're gonna get a speed ticket. It's a speed trap.
It's Jamestown, sir.
Yeah.
From Loose Neck.
Right past Alvin. The cop sits in the same area for the last 60 years.
So this is really a town with one light. The population of this town, look up Jamestown, South Carolina. The population of this town is probably 300. Seriously.
Right,
But they have a city government. They have one cop car. He sits in the same spot all day. To get to Myrtle Beach, where we're from, you have to pass this intersection. And this
Doug,
cop is sitting in this spot the entire day, all day, every day.
It says as of 2023, the population in Jamestown, South Carolina, 71.
Oh, damn.
And it's a town. They got their own, to be constituted as a town in South Carolina, I don't know about other places, you have to have a post office. They have a post office.
That's the size of a bathroom in McDonald's.
So that means 200 and something people died.
Not 200,
300.
71.
No, if there was 300 when you were coming,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of them dropped off.
I just
that
threw
was
that
like
number out there. I wasn't sure.
That was an exaggeration. Less than 100 people live in that town.
Yes.
So,
but they got a speed trap
Some of my
that
best
everybody
girlfriends
knows about.
Some of my
Right.
best girlfriends was in that town because they didn't give their thing up to the locals because they didn't like the locals. But if you came from Monk's Corner, you could get it.
I can see that being the case. The people of God got questions about the
We need
picture.
the backstory why your uncle is in your age group. It's very simple. My grandparents, his parents, my dad's parents, had him, our Uncle Lenny, to the left, when they were like in their 50s.
Wait, this one in the white, in the green suit.
Yeah, it looks kind of green. Yeah.
Well, not
This
in
is
their,
your uncle.
not in their 50s because granddad passed at 50 and so did grandmama. She was like 51 or 52 when she passed. So they had him in his late 40s.
Maybe 40s. Not
Wait.
late 40s. Maybe 40s. Right,
Late
40s.
40s.
Yeah.
So what happened? Did he come live with y'all?
No, he lived.
His older siblings took care of him.
Our grandparents.
And he's the smartest out of all of them.
So when he was a kid, our grandparents' house was literally 50 yards from where we grew up at. And so them three guys right there in the middle, they grew up together in the same house. And our grandparents' house, once again, a stone's throw away from where we grew up at. And Lenny is really the reason why we started playing football, because he was killing them for the Monk's Corner Scorpions back in 1976.
He was really good.
Tailback.
And this is your uncle. And these two are your cousin.
The other
Correct.
two are our first cousins. Yeah.
Yep.
Aunt Mimi's son Troy, and Aunt Alice, Mama Alice. We used to call her Mama Alice. Mama Alice's son Don.
Rest in peace, Mama Alice.
I mean,
We
I
got
know you
16
don't
more.
wanna-
Let's run
I know
through
you
them.
don't want to think of
Let's
your
run through them, Tree.
grandparents.
Real quick, man, I don't know if I ever told you, but do you know that Mama Alice called me twice the day before she died? And I said I was going to call her back the day that she died. And
I think I've heard this.
yeah, she called me twice, and I forgot why I didn't answer, but I didn't answer, and I said, okay, I'll call her back tomorrow. I'll call her back tomorrow.
I remember now. Yeah, I remember you telling me that story. Yeah.
Yeah, and I never got to call her back because I got the call the next day that she was dead. She called me
Well,
twice.
this is a pattern. Didn't you say something about your dad the other day?
Me and him talked the day before he passed.
Oh, okay. From Terrence Rose. No, that means he is an old soul that is born with good common sense.
Thank you. Thank you,
What?
Terrence Rose. Thank you.
Walk her downstairs, kissed her on the forehead. Doug, we already know you folding her up.
Like a pretzel.
Doug kicked
Not-
Tree
it's not-
out after the walk of shame.
That's not the case. This is
And that's
the
why,
case either.
and that's why she burned rubber getting out of there. She mad you made her leave.
That's not the case. None of that's,
Doug
that's
must
innuendo.
live in a building like the projects on Good Times. No.
Nah. Mm-mm.
No. Rel Scott, Doug standing outside in his day.
Right.
And
Right.
three-
Because and here's the other part of the whole fire alarm thing. In my apartment, and when I have the door like halfway closed, it's hard to hear the alarm. So every time it happens, I wake up in a panic. And I throw on some shoes, the quickest shoes I can put on, and I'm running down the stairs because they turn the elevators off. So I have to run down 19, 20
Sorry, I'm not doing
sets
it.
of stairs, and when I get out there, it's me and four other people. It's four other people, man. But damn it, I'll keep doing it. Whatever.
Loose next, cell phones destroyed outside for kids. Yeah.
Yeah,
Among
and the video
other things.
games. The cell phones coupled with the video games.
Every day Morgan says the boys got their cell phones in the 5th grade, Daddy. When can I get mine? I'll get you one by 10th grade, baby.
Oh, Jesus. Loose neck paid to say this. Scan Doug's shirt and 911 comes.
Whatever. I like my goddamn shirt.
Oh, God. Oh Lord, from MH.
It does kind of look like a QR code, though. It does
They
put you in
said
the
that
QR
last
code frame of
year,
mind.
'cause you wore it last year.
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Wait, to the staff, record label, and crew. Yeah, that's us. In the words of Kenny Mayne, stay black. Doug is the building hall monitor. They love to go ham.
I don't have a problem with that. Actually, I think that's a compliment.
Actually, I think I'm going to go apply. Let's see how ass. For Brell Scott, Doug thinks that the cruise is going around Lake Lanier. Arlie told y'all she got some more rooms. Don't play.
Yeah, but if that cruise was at Lake Lanier, I wouldn't participate.
Oh yeah, I would.
We are going to the Bahamas.
I wouldn't be going.
Hey man, and one day remind me to tell y'all my last swimming story at Lake Lanier because I almost drowned out there too.
Hey, listen, let me throw this out there, and I'll throw it out there again Monday. If you'd like to get more information about the travel industry and owning your own travel agency, Tuesday they're having a live IntelliTravel meeting here in Atlanta at a hotel, which I'll disclose to you if you're interested. Email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. Anytime between now and Monday at 7 or Tuesday at 7 p.m. And just put in the subject line, travel, Atlanta, and your phone number, and I'll send you details on how you can come to the live presentation of IntelliTravel this Tuesday night here in ATL.
All right, we're about to be done. Loose neck. Remember the TDS4 at the park? It was great. Doug trying to play spades was hilarious. They really want to do the field day, guys.
The field day thing is
ideas.
The field day
and don't
thing.
try to take it, Doug.
You came up with that?
No, Tree.
I said it.
No, Tree, that's not true. That's just not true.
Please, y'all. They do this to me all the time.
No, that's just not true. Tree, you just can't take every good idea as if it's yours. That's just not the case.
Tree, if you came up with the idea, I'm gonna give you all credit.
That's right, Doug. You're right. Yeah. Good. That's a great idea, Tree.
Stu Field Day sponsored by Icy Hot, right? Because our listener audience is up in age a little bit. Sponsored by Icy Hot is perfect.
I think it should be as simple as kickball.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, a bunch of events that happen in field days, like
we don't need
tug of war and all that. Man, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt bad.
My ride or die broke her leg Friday. We too old for this.
We got to do tug of war, man, and we got to at least do the 50-yard dash.
No way.
Huh?
No way. I'll pull it in muscle in my body if I ran 50 yards. 50 yards? Full speed?
That is a lot. That is a lot.
Crazy. You're crazy.
You hear how sad we sound? You see how old we sound? We arguing about 50 yards. We ran literally 50 yards 100 times during recess.
We can do other stuff. We could do kickball. We could do Connect Four. We could do spades. But
Connect Four?
Dominoes.
Yeah.
I'm 52, man. I'm almost 52, man.
We can have a chess.
You know what? The room that we're going to have to watch the Super Bowl on the cruise, we probably could get the same room and do like games.
I guarantee we could.
We probably get the same room and have dominoes, spades, and chess, and
I guarantee we can.
Yeah.
As long as there's drinks flowing, I'm down with it.
Uno, Black Diamond. Black Diamond said Uno. Yeah. Fly Tie, which is our cousin. Shouts out, cousin. He says it's 2-yard dash.
Wait, I feel like I'm about to go, y'all. Okay, we got one more. My mom named me Kirtland and my sister Curtina because my dad is named Curtis. Yeah. Why?
Bless your
heart.
Bye,
y'all. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Tree.
Thank y'all for being here, man. We really appreciate it.
Man, appreciate all the donations. That's big. We can't say it enough.
Black Diamond said Uno.
Yeah, I read that. Absolutely, man. Shouts out Travis Williams. Is that Travis Williams from South Carolina State? Played in the NBA for a couple years? Let's see the picture.
Does it look like him?
Look up Travis Williams. He played for Charlotte for a couple years. He was at State when I was at State. Played power forward. Beast. Is that Travis? Oh no, that's T-Dub. That's T-Dub. The great T-Dub. Shouts out T-Dub.
All the super chatters, y'all came with it today. Thank you. A+ for y'all. Y'all get an A+ today. Thank you, super chatters. Everybody in the chat. At one point in time, we had over 800 messages. Thank y'all for communicating with your boys. We really appreciate it. A+ for y'all. Arlewood, we appreciate it. A+ for you, even though we stepped on your report all over the place. And Tree, good job. You get an A as well. And Doug, A+ to you, sir.
Yeah, you get an A too, man.
It really disappoints me that Allen Iverson, Vince Carter, Karl Malone, and Caitlin Clark ain't players because they didn't win a championship. But hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
It really disappoints me that you took 10 minutes of Juneteenth to talk about the whitest woman walking the face of the earth.
She can ball, though. Have you seen the barrage of three-pointers she's been shooting since she got back?
Save it for another day, but not Juneteenth.
Look at them biceps and her triceps. She been working out.
But whatever, you're sold on this chick, so I'm used to it.
No, I'm not. I'm not sold on. I mean, she's just balling. I like ballers. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love, because that's all he's showing you. Nothing but love.
How does this man do that? Loose neck, you need to call me. You can run this show when I'm not here. Look at
all
his
the money I spent this morning. It's a life of crime from now on.
No, but look at the meme. He does. You can go quick. The hell's going on here?
It's probably not hard. It's just saving an image and uploading it some kind of way.
Loose neck. It's gonna be hard for you to get friends with that picture as your thing on your thing. So if I was you, I would change it.
Thank you, Arlie.
Y'all have a safe. Y'all have shout out to you, Arlie. We love you. Y'all have a safe weekend. Y'all enjoy Juneteenth today. Remember the reason for the season, and we'll see y'all next week.
I'm headed to Hilton Head today, man.
You golfing?
If I want, a little business.
You got
it's a business trip.
Oh, business trip.
It's a business trip, but
are you gonna go see mom while you're down there?
No, I looked that up, man. You know what?
It's kind of far.
Here's the crazy thing. This is the first time I ever been to Hilton Head in my life. What? Yes. Yes. It's crazy. It's like 2 hours from Moco. That's a little too far for me to go back and forth.
It's one of the places I would love to have a home, man. There in Kewah.
Yeah.
And Daniels Island. South Carolina's got some spots that are really, really nice, man. Y'all be careful in those streets, man. And if you guys drink today for Juneteenth or over the weekend, make sure you drink responsibly and don't get behind the wheel. Y'all be careful out there.
Yeah, man. I have never been to the great Hilton Head.
You gotta live a little bit, man.
Been to Myrtle Beach about 11 times, but I've never been to Hilton Head.
Can't go to Myrtle Beach every month.
Goddamn right. You goddamn right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't burn the ribs, y'all. Don't burn the chicken.
Yeah.
Peace.